Hello and welcome back to a Nomad Tale. In this episode, we're going to tour New Eden in an Orca, build all 4 strategic cruisers from scratch, and then use them together in glorious battle. We'll start off by launching an Orca caravan with intentions of visiting all 4 major markets. Securing kills in Anoikos allows us to roll dice, which moves the caravan forward. Along the way, we'll dip into wormholes and farm materials to build and outfit our strategic cruisers. Finally, if we make it this far, we'll take it back to the old school one more time. So, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. By this point, we've gone on nomad adventures with each of the 3 industrial command ships. The Porpoise and its ghost caravan are incredible. They're agile, safe, and can rapidly compress in the most dangerous sections of Anoikos. The Rorqual is a powerful tool capable of moving mountains and launching massive industrial operations all over New Eden and even summoning pilots from across the galaxy. But ever since the first episode of this series, I've had a special place in my heart for the Orca. To me, the Orca, when paired with a starbase, is one of the most fun ways to manage an inventory and fleet in EVE Online. I call this nomad style stick whaling, where the stick references the nickname Capsuleers give starbases and the whale references the Orca itself. For the first 9 episodes of A Nomad Tale, we stick whaled through Anoikos, using downtime to find refuge from would-be hunting parties, but this time, we're going to stick whale in a slightly different way. Starting in the east, once again, we're going to tour New Eden with the Orca, setting up starbases as we go and hitting each of the 4 major trade hubs along the way. However, there is a major twist. To move the Orca, we must secure kills in Anoikos. Indeed, to progress along our path, we must embrace both day tripping, a form of nomading that entails temporarily entering Anoikos from New Eden, and ice fishing, a form of PvP that relies on exploiting those brave enough to enter a wormhole near a trade hub. Securing a kill in Anoikos will allow us to roll a die, which moves the Orca forward a set amount of systems. Bigger and better kills means more die to roll. Smaller kills, fewer die. On each stop, we'll set up a starbase and entirely ignore stations. The reason we're using starbases in high security space is actually really simple. Compressing gas with the Orca makes for a very easy gank target, especially if it's loaded with ships and items. Having a starbase completely eliminates the need to watch for ganks, plus starbases are awesome. We'll be starting the adventure with no ISK and a limited number of base ships. In order to earn ISK and upgrade our fleet, replace losses, and buy supplies, we'll need to farm Anoikos for its natural resources. But instead of just selling the raw materials as we have in the past, we're going to introduce another twist on this adventure: Jovian production or strategic cruiser manufacturing. This is done entirely with materials found in Anoikos. Indeed, nothing else is required that you can't find in J-Space. The creation of strategic cruisers will be trade hub locked on this trip, which means we can only make a Loki nearby Rennes or a Legion near Amar. This one restriction will result in us needing to progress around the game board in order to unlock new ships and tactics. And remember, any base ship that we lose to combat will need to be purchased at trade hubs with proceeds from Jovian production. No other ships outside of the limited base ships that we start with and the strategic cruisers we make will be allowed on this adventure. Before we begin, we're going to take a look at each of the base ships we'll be starting out with, examining the traits of the Capsuleers that pilot them, and talk a bit about why we chose this ship. We'll then examine our 3 squadrons with their various purposes and synergies, our starbase setup, and go over some of our basic strategies we hope to employ along the way. The Svipul is a mean little ship that may be past its heyday, but we'll be using it to rat and hunt with, nonetheless. Keplinger is our lead combat pilot, specializing in flying Lokis, and he's not afraid of risk. The Nemesis can perform several roles, but we primarily use it for instantaneous tackle. Naru is a Proteus pilot and specializes in all kinds of tackle. The Anathema is an uncommon hacking ship. We're simply using it out of convenience. Chalcid is a Legion pilot who, for this adventure, will be taking one for the team and performing exploration duties. The Eris is a plucky, fast, and high-damage interdictor capable of outmaneuvering even sabers. Hemiptera is a stone-cold killer who never takes risks and often finds herself in the right place at the right time. The Synesis is a glorified shuttle. It simply serves as a Kevlar vest of sorts for our CEO while he's on the streets. Orthoptera is the leader and chief executive officer of Jolly Ranchers, and he handles all trade and locator duties. The Impel is a massive transport ship with state-of-the-art safety features, including nullification and a thick hull. Hui is our chief production officer. He single-handedly transports and produces all of our materials and goods. The Orca is a larger-than-life industrial command ship we'll be using as our main form of storage. Aerolus Cristatus is our chief operations officer. She's a timid soul who stays in the shadows and gets things done. The Buzzard is a powerful electronics platform that we'll use to scan down cosmic signatures in Anaoikos. RSS Scanner Probe is a highly motivated pilot with a thirst for knowledge, but she can be klutzy at times and get caught. The Magus is often used for combat, but we like to use it as a way to enhance our farming operations with boosts. Partheno is a scrappy pilot who refuses to let others take advantage of his workers. The Prospect is a lightning-quick, hard-to-spot vessel that brings in most of our income by harvesting gas clouds. Our three farmers, Chlorokin, Mimerid, and Dermaptera, may look innocent, but make no mistake, or check their Z-kill, they are itching to kill would-be attackers. Followers of this series will know that, at any given time, we can scramble together 4 combat ships to defend ourselves, attack others, or farm materials. However, for this episode, the security squadron will consist of only 3 pilots. But it will be highly specialized and emboldened far beyond previous adventures. This lineup, the Sveeple, Nemesis, and Eris, enables combat scanning, brawling, cheap shots, drag bubbles, and much more, despite it being a bit frail in contrast with our usual ship lineup. The 4th member of the squadron, Chalcid, our 3rd account, will float between exploration and combat duties for this trip as a necessity. And remember, we will outfit this squadron with strategic cruisers as we progress around New Eden. The C-Suite squadron consists of 4 pilots with less laborious jobs, significantly higher quality of life, and the crippling reality that they couldn't accomplish a dang thing without their underlings. All of the duties of corporate management, trading, industry, logistics, and information management belong to these pilots. The CEO runs the corporation and trades. The CPO moves and makes the products. The COO manages the workers in the field, and the CIO plots the whole adventure. The remaining squadron is the labor union, or toilers. These pilots contribute the most labor and receive the least recognition of all Jolly Ranchers. Fortunately, they've managed to band together and demand respect from the rest of the corporation. The squad leader's command destroyer is responsible for increasing productivity and providing escape options in times of danger. The remaining 3 pilots simply pilot prospects and ventures and collect materials for the corporation. And here we are once again, ready to set sail. But of course, before we do, a little bit of setup, right? We need to set up a starbase. Why are we doing a starbase in high-sec? Guys, it's super simple. Super duper simple. I don't want to get popped when I'm compressing in my Orca. In fact, compressing it and on gates is really the only time you can die in high-sec, right? So let's go ahead and not die to that. So what we're going to want to do is set up POS wherever we go, right? Because we're in high-sec, we're going to need to use charters, okay? These are essentially a second fuel source for these things. They're not that expensive. You don't need too many. It's 1 per hour, right? But make sure you have them with you. So the way this works is that we're going to have to kill things inside of Anoikis in order to move forward. And right now we're moving towards Chitta, right? We have a lot of tiles to move to cover the entire map, right? But make no mistake, we have to get kills to move forward. We will not proceed in this episode if we don't kill things. So this is forced PvP, which is fascinating because I'm not that good at it, right? Okay, so we have a Tengu at this gas site clearing it out. I'm gonna see if I can warp to it and drop a ping without him noticing. Kind of anticipating they will, though. Yeah, there you go. Let's see if I can go get him. Screw it. Let's have some fun. If he has a scram, I'm gonna die here. See what happens. Let's see if he scrams me. Maybe we can bring another ship in here too. Curious if he can get through my tank. I don't think he can. So he's just perma-scrammed here. That's crazy. So I'm just gonna chill and watch and see if anybody defends him, and if not, what I'll do is I'll bring 2 other ships here, I think, and see if we can kill him. Thinking it's probably not gonna happen. Probably gonna get some defense here, surely. Whew, Legion almost caught me. Scary. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to get that guy, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and get out of here. And that was pretty exciting. So I've been now, I've been mapping for like 5 minutes and I already attacked the Tengu. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, so we are here chilling in our itty bitty force field here. And I want to talk real quick about the idea of moving the Orca around. What does that even mean, right? So if we're in Rennes and our next stop is going to be Jeddah, right? Let's go ahead and set a destination there. Since we're going through high-sec, that's 25 jumps. That means we have to move the Orca 25 squares. Now, how do we do that? We're going to only move the Orca, as mentioned in the prologue and intro, when we kill things. But how many squares do we move it? It's going to be semi-random, and the scheme I'm going with is very simple. For every 100 million, it's 1d6, rounded up. So for example, if you kill a 93 million explorer, it's 1d6. If you kill a 10 mil explorer, it's 1d6. However, if you kill a cruiser is like 101, 102 mil, that's going to be 2d6. If you kill a Praxis, 505 mil, that's 6d6, up to 36 squares on average, obviously half of that, right? Now, if we manage to kill a bling strategic cruiser or something like that. Let's just say we get 1 billion and 10 million, right? This is gonna actually be 11d6, right? So we have the opportunity here to potentially get extremely lucky and get a huge kill on something and possibly skip an entire leg. But if we're unable to get this, we're more than likely gonna have to farm 1d6s the whole way, with only the occasional Praxis or strategic cruiser to give us a boost. So I anticipate this taking us quite some time to get through here. Now, depending on how good we are at killing explorers and how lucky we are, it might be quicker than I thought. Now that this is out of the way, we understand how we're gonna move around the board. Let's talk about a couple goals that we wanna do here. We mentioned we wanna build the Loki, but first of all, we don't even know how Tech 3 production really works. We haven't talked about it. So before we do anything, before we start building Lokis and doing all this, that, and the third, let's do this. Let's earn ISK, okay? We're gonna do that today, tomorrow, and the next day. So this will take us about 3 days. So we're gonna earn ISK by going out into J-Space, farming blue loot, bringing it back, and selling it to NPCs. That's how we're gonna earn ISK for this adventure to start. And we wanna get enough so we can go out and buy things that we forgot to buy. For example, a salvage module, and stuff like this. And we'll use the trader to buy that from Ren's. So before we build a Loki, we're gonna earn ISK, okay? And then eventually, when we have enough ISK to get going, we're going to, you nailed it, build a Loki. And then we'll talk about what we're gonna do with this, why we want it, why it's so important, why we're doing it first, when we get closer to it. But after that, we're gonna focus on ice fishing. And ice fishing is what's gonna allow us to proceed along the game board, okay? So this is gonna be the 3 major goals we're gonna start with. So you'll notice that today all we have to worry about is earning some ISK. So I'm going to do some scanning, look for some anomalies in J-Space. I'm going to bring this Feeple in there. We're probably going to shoot some stuff, not even worry about salvage yet. And then we're going to go buy some salvage equipment, and then we'll either go back and get the Rex or something else like that. So we'll clue you in as what we're doing for ISK. We may skip through it if I don't feel like showing it, but we'll undoubtedly tell you what we did and how much we make. And we're going to do a ledger. So you're going to be able to see how much ISK we have on any given day. And with a little bit of luck, we should have quite the surplus by the end of this. So I'm going to go scan the chain down. You notice we have the same 2 wormholes as much earlier today. So I might pop back in there and see if maybe somebody's being sloppy or if there's some anomalies to run. And that'll pretty much be the whole day today. And I'm feeling pretty confident that we're about to start getting rolling here. And granted, there's a lot behind the hood here in terms of building Lokis and how this works, but trust me, it's going to be a lot of fun. So stand by and let's get some ISK. That'll start us off right. Okay, so we found a little wormhole here. It's a class 1 low-sec exit, and nobody's in here, nice and chill. We have a lot of sites here. Now, if you know anything about J-Space, you're going to know right away that this is not going to pay us much. But fortunately, we only need to get started by getting a little bit of ISK. So we're not going to stress C1s, but we're probably not going to be farming C1s after this. Okay, so a couple notes. I'm still in the same wormhole. I actually didn't get farming as quick as I wanted to, but we're farming a bit now. Almost done with that site. And what's happening here is I have this Feeple doing the site, manually collecting loot for now. Eventually we'll use MTUs. I have an Eris watching the wormhole from whence we came, which was the high sec near Ren's Odotic. Then I also have the bomber in here. I'm going to put the bomber at a perch on the freshly spawned Garista's relic site. So now we should have full control of this system. So if I see some new bro waddle in here and try to do the relic site, I'm already set up to kill him. You understand? There's like no more prep here anymore. We'll just make a little perch here, I suppose. Last thing we need to do. So now we just send this guy to the perch, and then we have full control. We can watch the wormhole, we can farm, and we can camp the relic site just in case somebody sneaks in. Very simple stuff. Okay, so we have the blue loot, and we're at a station that will buy it, so all that's left to do is to dock up and sell it. Now, we're going to keep track of our finances with a notepad here. We'll back this up into a spreadsheet so we don't make any mistakes as we go along. Since, remember, we're not going to be starting this trip with any money. Every single ISK we spend is going to have to be earned, primarily through blue loot, but we'll see how it actually goes. So if we go to sell, we get 16.58. So let's just be precise here. 16.58 million. Cool. So now we have a little bit of money. So let's go back to Ren's, and we're going to spend that on a mobile tractor unit and a salvager. Cool. So as we pull our trader back to Ren's to grab the supplies, we actually need to set up our POS a bit further. So let's go ahead and launch some of these buildings. And if you remember how this works, it's very easy. You just drag the little handles around and you just plop it down, right? And we need to anchor these because remember, we need to be able to refit in here. We need to be able to store stuff, have room to work with. And yeah, we're going to fold everything into the Orca each time. But since we're in a high sec, we don't care at all what our POS looks like. It's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and online these. Granted, we don't want to load this up with an unreasonable amount of stuff because then maybe somebody would war deck us when we were taking a break and kill all our stuff. But as long as we fold it down when we're done with it, we can easily use these types of buildings. And now, guess what? We can refit. We can do everything, even without the Orca online. Very cool. Somebody just came in here. Who's that? Interesting. My Sveeple's gonna scare. Oh, it's a heron. Okay. Where's he going? Warped over there. We can go say hi to him. He's actually doing it. Oh, wow. Okay, let's get him. We'll just chill and see when he does the site. Truly awesome. Let's not waste time. Let's just grab him. How close am I? Right on the money. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Got him. Ooh, that was close. Almost didn't get him. Almost didn't get him. Oh, just barely caught him. That's awesome. Wow. Cool. There you go. I'm gonna get your pod too, bro. Gotcha. Have the Eris float off, or the Nemesis float off and clean them up. Cool! Got a kill. See if he dropped any loot. Not really. Bummer. Hey, we got a kill though. That's gonna be good for a die roll. And we also killed a rat over here without even realizing it. That's awesome. Okay, well that was exciting. Let's check out the kill. 1 mil. That's gonna be good for a die roll though. Love to see it. So sick. Okay, so here we are a couple of days into this, and we've managed to get our first kill, which means we need to roll the die to see how far we go. And if you recall the scheme, anything from 1 mil to 99 mil is going to be at 1d6, and then for every 100 mil higher than that, right, we're going to do another 1d6. So right now we're going to roll a die, and then we're going to see what we're going to end up seeing where we go. Excuse me. So let's put the destination to jitter real quick. This is going to be our next stop, and then we're going to roll a die. And how this works is I am going to just use random.org with a GUI. So it will be truly random. Not that it actually matters. But so let's see how far I go. I could roll 1 and it would be kind of stupid, but it was a really easy kill that we got. It was like a 2 mil explorer. So don't really mind if I roll a 1 right now, but let's see what we get. 6. Wow, we max rolled it off the first kill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna go all the way to Heck. Ooh, that's cool. We're gonna skip right ahead to Heck. Ooh, I love that. So here's how we're gonna do this. Now that we've started to get ahead and we're starting to get a little bit of money rolling in from the blue loot and from relic loot that we picked up. Remember, we did pick up a fair amount of relic loot from that Garista site. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the whole crew to Hack, and we're going to continue ice fishing, but we're also going to try to build that Loki. Because remember, we're still near Wren's, which means we've unlocked the Loki to start with, but we haven't built it yet. So our next goal is after we move to Heck, since we just rolled a 6, we're going to set up shop again, but this time we're going to focus on starting the Loki next. That's going to be our very next thing, right after we move. So first of all, I'm going to have to fold all this down. So right now I'm not trying to stay too organized. We can just pull everything from the hangar into here and we can unanchor this stuff. And we'll do this real quickly. Alright, so we're going to pick up this control tower that we started with in Wren's, and we're going to move it on down to Heck. Alright, we're off to Heck. Wunderbar. So now everybody's going to move on down there, and we're going to keep moving around the horn. I imagine Heck and Wren's will be a bit populated. Jeddah will be very populated, but after that, we're probably just going to deal with very limited numbers of people near the trade hubs. I guess Amar might be popping too. We'll see. I'm definitely going to continue ice fishing between here and Wren's, or sorry, here and Heck, but I'm not too sure how it's going to go. I might have to leave the guys in Wren's to get kills. We'll see how much traffic there is from the Heck area. Okay, so a brief look at what it takes to build the Loki. And we're going to quickly realize that, quite frankly, we don't really need to target anything. We can just go out there and get all of the types of gases, right? And we can go out there and just do some ratting. And what we're going to be left with is a scenario where we're just going to need a little bit of minerals and we're going to need some fuel blocks. I'm thinking about purchasing these instead of making them, but then everything else would be completely made, including the Starship brand. Now this is just for the Loki hull. There's also subsystems we're going to need to make, but I figure we can start with the hull. So what I'm going to do is over the next couple days, I'll probably go out and just farm all the types of gas that I can find. Do our best there. You'll notice that there are a few that need a little bit of high-end gas here, which is interesting. We may need to actually dive a bit deeper. Now, we're not going to need the entire cloud from these, but we certainly could take the whole cloud and hold on to it. So I think we're going to get a bit of a stockpile going. Same thing for the salvage. Now, you'll notice that the neurovisual input matrix, these are really high demand for the Loki. I'm not sure if they're all like that or not, but this is also the most expensive naturally. So this could take us a long time to farm enough for all this stuff. So we may end up doing more ratting than I anticipated, maybe, or something, or I'm not sure how we're going to get enough of these. I'm not sure. But if it just comes down to ratting extra hard, I'll gladly grind that out. We'll make a bunch of blue loot along the way. But I wonder if there's a way to target these. I don't think I know of one. I think it's just random, right? So, and of course to get the minerals, what we'll probably do is reprocess stuff that we find out there. Worst case scenario, we could throw some miners on our prospects or buy ventures and go out and mine some of this stuff as well. But I think we'll have enough just from randomly reprocessing things. So this is kind of what we're going to do. Just target all the gas and just do generalized ratting. And we're going to do that until we're able to build the Loki. Now, it is a bit of an endeavor to build a Tech 3 ship, right? You're not just dealing with materials and a blueprint. You actually have to find the blueprints and research and invent them and create the blueprints out of nothing. And then you have to assemble hybrid components out of gas products and essentially work your way up this pretty convoluted ladder of industry. But I anticipate that by the end of this whole journey, we're going to be very intimate with it because we will have done it a few times. And more so, we'll be doing it for ships that we actually use. So we'll pay more attention than if it was just for profit. It's a bit hard to believe there's a porpoise here. What the? Why though? Why would he be here?
Well, I think I'm just gonna go for it. Why not? It should be fun. Don't need a bubble for it. Let's just give it a whirl. We can probably one-pass combat scan it, right? I'm super close, yeah. Look. Look, I'll just do this, watch. I think we can one-pass it, right? And land right on his face. See if he catches me. He's not moving yet. See if I die to this. I'll send the bomber through too. We'll back up. So he's just totally AFK, it looks like. I almost want to shoot the Venture a couple times. See if I can get both. Oh, this is huge. What is he doing? He's just super AFK. My man's just super AFK. Okay. So we're gonna stay on the porpoise. I think we can get him. We'll approach him now. We should go down here. Nemesis can just camp. We'll save the location and spin it. We even got the Nemesis on the kill. Nemesis is probably just gonna warp off. So he's got some amber in here. We'll take some of that. Definitely want to kill him though. What a crit. We got 2 kills here. This is insanity. See if we can get his pod.
Okay, so crazy enough, those 2 kills we just got, good for another 4 rolls in the die. That means 46, which means we could potentially make it all the way to Jitta extremely quickly. Holy crap, this is gonna go faster than I thought maybe, or maybe it's gonna get harder when we get further away from civilization. I have no idea, this is nuts. So yeah, we managed to kill Venture and a Porp, and the Porp is 206 mil, which means 3 rolls in the die. That's huge. So let's do that. Let's do the first roll for the Venture, right here. That's a 2. Alright, so we're gonna do 2. And then we're gonna do 3 rolls for the Porpoise. 3. So first one is 1. Second is 4. 1 plus 4 plus 5. That's 10, so we have 12 tiles off of that encounter. 12! Which means that if we go to Jitta, I mean, does that bring us there? No, it brings us really close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're already in Savala, which is really interesting. That's kind of a dangerous system, is it not? To be so close to Waidama. Wild. Okay. Well, we know what to do. Our next stop is Savala. Fantastic. So we're gonna definitely cool it on like hunting. I just literally walked in there. I just can't believe that. I just walked into this and I saw a Venture splash the thing, and I go inside. There's a Porpoise just in an anomaly AFK. So like, yeah, there's definitely something to hunting outside of these trade hubs. My goodness. So, yeah, so we're already cruising. We're absolutely cruising. Remember, this is a long journey. It's like 95 nodes, but we are cruising. We're already 18 nodes in, and we haven't even started making a strat cruiser yet. I kind of anticipate we'll farm for a while and it'll be quiet at some point. We'll be able to farm up a lot of mats. But I just love the pace of this already. We're just flying forward. I'm getting closer to Jitta. And once I get to Jitta, I'll be able to also build a Tengu. So I'll be able to build a Loki and a Tengu. And if you're a fan of the series, you're like, dude, Tengu, what? Are you out of your mind? You've never used that. You're right. I haven't. I'm going to do something cool with it anyway. Well, I think it's cool. So, yeah. I feel like I just moved here. I feel like I just got a kill, but our next stop is Savala. So what I'll do is next time I play, we'll move the whole caravan down to Savala, and then we'll set up again, and then we'll just kind of sit down and farm most of the Loki. See how long that takes. So awesome. Okay, so we are moving to Savala. We got 12 tiles off of a single encounter. That's pretty best case scenario. So again, we're moving to Savala. We're going through a couple of 0.5, so we're being a little bit careful. We're scouting ahead of us, and we're scouting behind us. We're doing everything we have to do to stay alive here. We're not webbing the Orca. We're simply micro warp drive, warping it, and bringing the hauler up behind it with the scanner out front. Right? Pretty simple stuff. We're looking for people that scan us. We're looking for people that are interested in setting up ganks on us, etc. But it's pretty tough to kill the Orca. It's pretty quick, and has things it can do to fight back. Definitely not the easiest target. So we're gonna get this Orca down to Savala, and we're gonna have to pick up some Caldari starbase charters from a local station, and then we'll set up another base, and then we'll start grinding out the Loki before it's too late. If it ends up being where I get too much PvP and not enough industry, well then I'll just take some extra time later and farm extra hard. So no big deal. Kind of excited to see where this goes though. I wonder how long the industry will actually take, and you know, if I'll make lopsided amounts of resources or how it'll actually work. So pretty cool. Anyway, let's get the Orca down the way. We're almost out of 0.5 here, so almost out of the scary part. Look, 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 look. Somebody's getting ganked. Somebody's getting ganked. I wonder who's getting ganked. It's pretty interesting. Let me lock up the Stargate just in case. Look at this. They have these purifiers ready to rock, dude. They're ready to kill somebody. Interesting. Wonder who they're here to kill. Can't be me. I'll just jump through the gate. Fascinating. Scary stuff, honestly. Oh, 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 they're decloaking. They're decloaking the bustard. They're gonna get the bustard. This is crazy. Oh, sh**. They're killing the bustard. Oh, sh**. Look. They decloak the bustard instantly. You can't micro cloak trick, and then all the purifiers instantly start laying into it. That's crazy. The Caracal holds point. Yeah, they're prepared. You know what would be a great time? It would be a wonderful time to send my Orca through right now, but we'll do it. We'll do it at downtime instead. We're not going to risk anything. Wow. Super crazy. Look at that. So here I am, just chilling, you know what I mean? About to loot this stuff up. So we're looting up purifier bodies over here, getting a little extra side cash, you know what I mean? No shame in that game. Alright, check it out. Look, we're about to get another gank here. Let's see if we can get a nice visual on it. This is the tackle. Look at all these dudes they have. This is crazy. I'm gonna try to slip my Orca in behind this, I think. Could be fun. Okay, they're killing the bustard. Okay. So they're killing the bustard again. Seems good. I'm gonna thread the Orca through right now. Seems like a good time for it. Everything is getting popped. They're gonna reset. My Orca's in warp. So the Orca's gonna pop through here in like 30 seconds. And it's just gonna warp off. So I'm actually a bit nervous because like there could be another group here waiting for the Orca, but I just don't think so. I just don't think they're gonna be ready. So what we can do is, I think this is the most dangerous part of the whole trip for us. I think we're good. Without the bombers, they have no chance of killing me. So we're gonna punch through. Yeah, they can't stop me. Let's go.
If I regret this, then so be it. Pretty nervous, but I think we'll be okay. I think we're fine. Yeah, we're good. Nobody can stop this. Really cool perspective, though, to see them do this. So this gate is dangerous. Killing an orca is way harder than a DST, especially because they're checking the tanks. But make no mistake, that group could easily kill this orca if they wanted to. But my tactic was pretty patient. Just wait a couple kills and then in the middle of one of them slip the orca through. The other way was to go through during downtime, right? So just to put this in perspective, I'm using hyperspatials, which means that with this stuff overheated, I only have 321,000 EHP. That's killable. So anyway, we're cloaked up here. We're gonna chill out and get everybody else back in the right system and be good to go. We'll set up the base and live our lives in Savala, which is a bit like the high-sec version of Abazin. So yeah, super cool. Okay, so I just set up the base in Savala, and right next door in Hatakani, found a class 5 wandering wormhole, and inside of this class 5 wandering wormhole, there was not a whole lot. It was just data combat after data combat, but the very last signature I scanned, would you believe it, was a ghost site. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to turn off our warp core stab here, give us some extra targeting range, and we're going to warp right there. We're just going to cherry pick it. No timer. If we lose the anathema, it's fine. We're not really worried at all. We're just going to cherry pick and see if we find a godly blueprint. Now, my UI might be a little messed up, but we'll try to fix it on the fly, since I don't hack on this guy normally. All right, let's jam. And the timer is starting. And we're scanning. Number 1. Pack rat in there. That's cool. Number 2. 120 mil. Big blue chip in there. Components. High grade ascendancy. Gamma. Not really worth too much. And metamolecular. We'll take the metamolecular for sure. And if we still have time, we'll grab 2 and then 1. Alright, let's go. So we could die to rats. We're pretty slow here. We also could just die outright, right? That could also happen. Okay, we got that one. Cool. How greedy should we be? Let's be greedy. This is pretty quick. If they come, we should still be able to get out to the sun. We obviously can't afford to take a shot here, so we do have to be somewhat careful. Okay, we got that as well. If we go for the last one though, it's risky. This would be a great amount of starting fundage. So we're gonna be really careful for the rats. We're gonna go for it. Why not? It'll be fun. A little risky. Whew. Alright, we'll just warp to the sun now. We won't take the last can. No sense in risking this haul. That was a big haul. We just got a lot of ISK. Woo-wee. We got a gold chip. We got a bunch of nuclear sh. We got a blue box. We got 2 cap parts. And 30 mil worth of covert research and a pack rat. Pack rats are fun. Couple mil. That was a huge success. Whoa. Okay, so I just saw a heron come through a fresh signature. I think I'm going to try and pick him up real quick. So I'm going to alt F4 some dudes. And we should be good. Oh, he's still in here. He is still in here. He's still scanning. He's still in that hole, I bet you. Bet you he's still in that hole. I bet you he's still in that hole scanning. Oh, oh, here it is. Here it is. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. There it is. I think we got him. I think we'll get him here. I think he's done so. Alright, nice. We caught a heron. That's huge. That's pretty heads up too. We kind of just saw him down the way. Alright. That'll be a die roll. That's literally just what we get for staging our guys on the hole like that. So as soon as we log him in, boom, right on. Literally ready to go. No delay at all. Super cool. So let's go here. Let's try to salvage that dude's wreck real quick for fun. I love this shit. Here, let's do the die roll for the heron real quick. Here we go. What do we get? 1. We got a 1. So we can move 1 system out of Savala. Thank God. Oh, wait. That means... Oh my God, wait. Does that mean we have to move into Waidama? Oh my God. No. No. That means we have to move into Waidama. I wasn't expecting that. Well, shoot. Somebody is currently scanning me down. Exciting. Let's see what they do. I have the strangest feeling that they're not going to get me. But you never know. Let's see how much gas is left inside of there. 7K? Okay. Cool part about this adventure is I don't really care about making Escanauer. I don't really care about getting all the gas. I just care about collecting what I need and doing it safely. So we're gonna let this fella or people here scan us down a little bit more. Now, do be reminded there is another SIG here, but pretty sure they're gonna scan us. Awesome. Been a while since we've done some J-Space gas with passion, so that feels good. We're back. Let's see where we gotta leave. It's at a D-scan range, so let's warp to a mining point instead and do this a little bit safely. Cool. Good stuff. So this is really cool. We have a class 2 here with a relic combat site in it. And these containers contain ancient relics, which is very exciting. And when we loot them, we'll talk about why. But for now, we're going to clear the site and try to get a bunch of salvage from it. So that's pretty cool. Awesome. So as we finish up this last rat with our Sveeple, we're going to go ahead and start hacking over here. But what's so cool about these, and what I wanted to share, is that these ancient relics are actually what you use to turn into the blueprints for both strategic cruisers and their components, right? So what ends up happening is this is extremely important right now that we do this, because this allows us to get the blueprints to build the stuff. We can't just go and buy them off the market, for example. It just doesn't work that way. So we're gonna be doing it like this. Let's see if we get a whole section. We're looking for a whole section right now to build the Loki hull, but we're obviously gonna need a bunch of them because they fail pretty regularly. So nothing in there. So these two are empty. So what we'll do is we'll send him back home and wait for that last container on the Sveeple, and then grab the MTU and send him back, and then we'll come in here and clean it up with the salvage setup. And of course, let's go trigger the Baron perimeter real quick just to try to get those rats out of here as well. That would be intelligent, I'd say. Alright, so we have done another gas site and some more ratting. Let's take a look at what we have in the stockpile. First of all, let me grab this stuff, throw it in the fleet hangar. So first of all, let's throw the salvage in the ancient salvage container. And looking good. This can go to export. I like this. So we have a couple of things to invent with. We have a fair amount of salvage stacking up. By fair, I mean not that much yet. Remember, we need a lot of this. We don't have much yet. But we have a nice variety of gas. We have 5 types, which means we'll be able to make most of the fullerenes.
reacted fluorines. That's the stuff, the hybrid components. So should be good. I think what we're gonna need is we're gonna need to find a way to find more of this. This is definitely gonna be the bottleneck for now. But I've only done a few sites, so maybe I've just got a little bit unlucky with the rolls. We'll find out more as we continue. And we're stacking up a little bit of loot here. Have some data cores. Everything's going well. Really only just the one holdup. But at this rate, it should only be a few days before we have the Loki built if we continue. So yeah, exciting. Let's keep at it. We do have to move to Uedama, but we could always get another kill here and then combine the rolls, I suppose. Okay, so we are going to move to Uedama now. And we're going to do that with the Orca real quick. We are in full travel mode right now. We have hyperspatials and an inertial, so we are very gank susceptible. But fortunately, nobody's set up today. The main ganker is not in Uedama. Nobody's watching the gate openly. So we're just going to go. And we're off. Micro cloak trick, just in case. I'm going to warp to the station. Just makes the most sense. We're off. Cool. So we're going to set up a base in Uedama now, and this will be, hopefully, the scariest part of the Orca moving for us. But we are going to have to go around Jeddah. We're going to have to, we may even have to go back through Uedama, depending on the path we take. So, might have to do this again. Now, it's not that bad, but there's a lot of risk going through that gate. There's some very good players that manage those gates. So, nonetheless, let's stash the Orca somewhere. We'll have a little safe spot, and we can actually use one of these bookmarks from before. So, cool. We'll chill. Enjoy our life. Okay, so I just tried to do a C3 anomaly. And I think maybe I underestimated the damage from the volleys of these guys. And I got like one shot. It was actually more like a 2-shot. So as stated, if we lose any of the base ships to silly stupidity like this, we actually have to buy them back with the money we've earned. So this isn't a huge loss, but I think I'm going to probably stick to C2s with the Speeple to keep it mindless until we can get a Loki. Pretty hilarious. Would prefer not to have to lose the Speeple in the first place, but yeah, kind of cool. You can kind of see how this sets us back when we make mistakes in our bankroll. So yeah, let's go buy those autocannons and we'll put it on the list, and then we'll get set back up and see if we can do some more fun stuff. So there's a Venture here, and an X-Queer Navy. I'm gonna see if maybe I can kill the Venture and get a roll with the die real quick. Oh, he's scooping. He's right at 0, not moving, so it's like kind of funny. It's a Stero, interesting. Alright, I'll grab him, see if he tackles me. Swipple's on the way. He's trying to leave now, I guess. Swiple should make quick work of this. It's locking up the bomber now. Alright, Swiple's on him. Shouldn't take long now. Alright, we'll get out. I don't think he can lock me in time. ENI is not the fastest locking ship. Nice. Probably not a big kill, but... Ooh, Abyssal micro there. Neat. That'll be good. Alright, let's roll a die for that. 2. Excellent. That was a pretty clean assassination. The thing got there pretty quick, too. Alright, so just so I know, what system will I land in? We're 6 jumps from Jeddah, we're getting really close. Alright, I'm gonna land in Antiri. Okay, that's where we're headed next. Cool. That was worth grabbing. Okay, so I'm warping back there with my crew. I'm about to just start taking that gas and see if they can stop me. So we're gonna spin this cloud for a little bit, see what we can get away with. They just parked both their ships, so I'm not sure if they've given up this cloud. If so, we'll take the whole thing. But if they come back with ships, we'll play around with them and we'll possibly see if we can get some funny footage of them trying to catch us and failing. It'd be even funnier if they caught us. That would be even better. But I don't think it'd be an easy ask with all of these defensive tools, right? We have 3 burst jams, we have EC drones, we have the MJFD as well, so it's kind of hard for them to do anything. So we'll keep an eye on them. If they pop out and try to kill us, we'll flick the camera on. Otherwise, we'll just take this cloud. Cool. So I just saw an Astero warp to this thing. I'm just gonna see if he warped to 0. He probably warped to 100, but warped to 0, I could get him. No way, no way, no way. Oh my god, he's here. Oh my god, he's here. Oh my god, he's here. Oh my god, no way did he get caught. That's crazy. What the? What the? That's surreal. How did he get caught? Dude, I'm like shaking. How is this even possible? What the? How did he get caught? He warped to 0. Whoa. Oh, shit. He had 100 mil worth of loot. Oh my god, holy f. What the hell? He warped to 0. I barely got the camera on for that one. Dude, this kill is gonna be disgusting. What the? Dude. Oh my god. Holy sh. Can we post this in Z-Kill real quick? Do it live, folks. Do it live. We'll do it live. Let's see what we got here. How much is this worth? Oh my god. Holy crap. That's a really big Astero kill. Whoa. Should be dead here. Okay, so we have done a lot. We've gotten a lot more kills than I ever expected to get, given how casually it feels like I'm playing right now. But I'm running into a problem. And that problem is, let's pull it in. If you look at this spreadsheet, it's very sloppy. We don't really need it to be clean though. But if you look at these components that are required, we have most of the gas required. We're going to have to hit a class 4 and a class 5 pretty soon to grab a little bit of that stuff. But once we hit 1 cloud of each, we should be good. We have all the gas we need. We have almost all the salvage we need. Here, take a look. Here's our salvage, right? We're a bit low on a couple things. We could probably grind out the rest in a day, but here's the problem. Now, if you're a vet of this game, you're probably going to know where this is going, but this right here, neurovisual input matrix, it is the component, the ancient salvage that we need the most. It also happens to be among the most expensive of all of these. And crucially, look how many we have. Out of 688 to make a Loki, we have 29 after a bunch of sites. So sadly, this is a bottleneck, and this does suck. And the way to get more of these is to do higher end ratting in JSpace. I didn't know this. But because of our starting setup, we actually only have this people to rat with, per the rules and the theme that I want to go with. So what that ends up meaning is that until we actually get a strategic cruiser to do class 3s with, we're not going to get any of these. We're going to get like 1 or 2 a sight, right? So here's how this is going to have to work. Since we have a ton of die rolls to do right now, by the way, we also have another spreadsheet over here. Check this out. This is the path we're taking. The stops, the kills, the die, and then the rolls, right? So we still have 6 rolls to make real quick. So let's do that now. And then we'll base this off of this. So let's just roll the die 6 times. Ready? Here's 1. So we got 3. We got 5. We got 6. Oh boy. 3 more. We got 4. And we got 3. These are all good rolls. And 1 last one. Any ones? 6. Whoa. 8, 14, 18, 21, 27. 27. Holy smokes. This is going to be 6, and this is going to be, we got 21 squares off that Estero. So right now we have 29 squares to move ahead. 29. Now, the reason I'm doing this now is because we're going to have to make a decision. We are still on the leg from Rennes to Jeddah. We're only 6 jumps from Jeddah. After that, the plan is to go to Dodixie, and that's going to actually take a little bit of doubling back. Now, you see how it says 21 jumps? We have 29. That means we can go all the way to Jeddah, back down to Dodixie, and then towards Amar even. We have the ability to travel extremely far. Now, there are a few problems. We have not made nearly enough progress on the production side of things. I wanted to make a strategic cruiser each time we hit a trade node. For some reason, I thought it would be easy to make a low-key. Figured we could get the gas, we could rat, we can grind. Turns out, it's not so easy. There's a bottleneck. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to move the crew forward to Jeddah, use 6 squares of our 29 squares, and we're going to have to sell some of the stuff we've got and buy some of those neurovisual input matrices with the money using our trader. We have no other option. It is the only way left. Okay, so you're going to notice something right away. We're in Jeddah. That's right. We packed up shop from Waidama and we went to Jeddah. Now, if we pull up our path, you'll notice that started Rennes, moved 6 to Hack, moved 12 to Savala, moved 1 to Waidama, and then we rolled 29, right? So we've only used 6 of that and gone to Jeddah. It means we have 23 squares left, but we're going to take a nice, long pit stop in Jeddah. J-Town, even, if you will. Or even Jeddah, if you're wrong, right? So we're going to go bring all our characters here, which, spoiler alert, we have done that. They're all here. So we're going to restock. We're going to sell loot. We're going to start manufacturing the Loki. We're going to do all of that right now, right today. Okay, so we are here. We are on step 5, creating the blueprints. This is the first step of Tech 3 ship production, Jovian ship production, strategic cruiser manufacturing, whatever you want to call it. This is step 1. So what we're going to try to do is immediately make the hull first, right? So we're going to do one at a time, but since we have the fewest of these, we're going to use a decryptor with it. We want to use one with a high probability multiplier. This one is plus 80%. So if we added that, we increase our amount by an absolute ton, but it's still pretty low. You see that? So we're just gonna have to hope for the best, right? So we're gonna do one at a time. So if we click this, we have low-key covert. If you click this, we have immobility, and then launcher efficiency, and then wake limiter. And for the hull itself, we have low-keys. Perfect. So everything's good. So what we'll do is we'll wait a half an hour, and we'll see which of these succeeded, if any. And we'll keep sitting here until we have a blueprint for the Loki, and then each of its 4 subsystems. We only need 1 blueprint. Once we have the blueprint, we can guarantee that we can make it, right? So we will check back in, and this step will be completed when we have 5 blueprints, 1 for each component.
Okay, so let's click deliver, and then if we got any blueprints, they'll appear here. Okay, so we only got 2. But what's cool about this is we will not need to make any more of these, right? So let's do another round. All right, so going back in for round 2 here. We have 2 of the 4 subsystems and no hull lift. What will we get? Only the prop. We're gonna have to do a bit more work here. So we're gonna need 1 more sub, and then we're also gonna need the hull. So we will need to grab a few more things with our remaining money, and then we'll be past the blueprint part. You probably want to have a stockpile of these before you do this. I think that's what I'm learning. Not just a few and rely on the odds. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we are done or if we need to do another round. Go. Okay, we got 2 Loki blueprints. Cool. But we can sell 1 for some profit, but we certainly need, of course, the augmented nuclear reactor to rat with, right? So we're gonna need to run a bunch more of these. And if we do not get it off of these 6, we'll have to go grab some more. This is the first step. We do need the blueprint in order to build it. kind of a no-brainer. So okay, so hopefully we get the last blueprint we need off of these. If not, we're gonna have to actually grin and bear and go get more ancient relics. So fingers crossed. Hey, awesome. Okay, well that was challenging. You can see we used a lot of these data cores. Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be as much trouble moving forward. The Loki was the hardest part. I think our next ship shouldn't take us more than a week to farm the mats for, right, with the Lokis. So, if we have to buy more stuff, we will, but we're going to try our best to do it without having to purchase too much stuff. So we're going to take the blueprints back to Jitta on our hauler, and then we're going to take the gas and we're going to go react that next. So let's go do that. Okay, so we are going to make all of the hybrid tech components now. We went next door to HiSec, since you can do this in HiSec, and we're going to begin. So we need 8 of these, and we need 2 of these. We're going to look back at the costs when we're done and add it all together instead of doing it as we go. Okay, so we have the last 2 hybrid components here. Boom. Fantastic. Now, I think it might just be time. We have all of the hybrid tech components here, which is gas and salvage. Okay, so check it out. Later in the day here, we have all 4 subsystems and the RAM Starship tech completed. So let's bang that out. Hey, look at that. We have all the subsystems. You're going to notice something. Wow, we still have the blueprints. That's right. We do. And we can use these later for some money if we want. But primarily, we're done with them. Now, the only thing left we have to do, manufacturing-wise, is make the Loki itself. And here we are, with the Loki completed. Boop. There we go. We have the Loki with the subsystems. Super cool. We finally have built the Loki, and this is the steps we're going to take for the rest of the ships too. Super cool. Let's go back to Jeddah, and then we're going to move forward, and we'll resume the adventure. For many Minmatar, the high mountains of Matar hold wonders unknown to the rest of New Eden. Hidden glens, beautiful creatures, buried customs. Not surprisingly, the Crucial tribe lay claim to these mountains, their home for generations and base to their machinations. Crucial elders whisper ancient tales among their huddled tribes, describing the glory of heroes past and enigmatic prophecies of old. On the darkest day, at the most hopeless moments, an elder may speak of Loki in reverent tones and excited hushes. In the ancient tongue, the Loki are the crux of Crucial thought. There is no direct translation for this word. In fact, Loki translates differently among the elders. It can mean hidden wonder or secret passage, changing mask or unseen dagger. Regardless of its context, Loki has one meaning common to all its tales across all the elders.
So I dipped into a nearby wormhole to test out the Loki and did 2 combat anomalies. And got about 80 mil worth of blue loot. And we're picking up the salvage now, and it was pretty smooth. We simply have characters watching the wandering wormhole in our playground. We also have a character watching the outside of the high-sec exit and the inside of the high-sec exit. We also checked out the Astra House in here. They seem to be dormant, so we're happy to take a couple sites. Now, we're going to get into the swing of things and hopefully be a bit faster, but for now we're just chilling. One thing that's really slowing me down is salvaging these large sleeper wrecks. I might need to get a ship for this and have a rack of these. Maybe use some salvager 2s, right? We'll see. Maybe a little bit later we can spend some ISK or something like that on a ship for that. So yeah, for now we're just going to keep collecting this stuff, waiting to get this. Let's see how long it takes. Let's speed up. Okay, so we are set up in Dodixie in a new POS, and we're back on the road again looking for stuff to do in J-Space. We got into a few things yesterday, but we weren't quite set up because we didn't have the Orca here. Now we're all set up. So I'd like to take this opportunity to take a look at our inventory right now. We have a fair amount of stuff in here. Granted, we're not going by value this adventure, we're just going by stuff that we need, so the value is nothing comparatively to the time we've spent. But that's okay. So, we have some relics, ancient relics. These create blueprints. We also have some Loki blueprints still. The Ram Starship. We have all 9 types of gas, however, the core gas, we do need to actually go fetch some. We're going to need to find some core gas eventually. Before we build the next ship, since we're going to avoid buying things in the future, if we can help it. But you'll notice that we do have a stock of all the other types of gases, so not going to need to actually scoop up gas unless we just feel like it for whatever reason. I have some supplies here. We may need to get rid of this since we don't use this Feeple much anymore with the Loki. However, it's good to have it just in case we lose the Loki, right? We have some data cores. We did pick up most of these from Jitta. Some charters. Then we have some blue loot we got yesterday, 110 mil worth of blue loot, which is nice. That'll come in handy. We've been picking up more salvage again. You can see we already have 60 neurovisual input matrices, which is great. I mean, that's really great. We need 600 or so to make a ship, and we already have a 10th, and we barely started, so that's reassuring. On top of that, a couple decryptors we found. We also have hybrid polymers, which it comes from the gas. So we have a stock of this as well. So really, we just need to watch this stock more than the gas stock, but I digress. We have some minerals that we've been reprocessing and a couple of fits for the hauling ships, and that's our whole inventory. So what we're going to do now is use the Loki to continue grinding. We're going to grind all this salvage that we need, and then we're going to build the next ship, which will be the Tengu. Interesting. We'll have a ton of blue lit when we're done with this, so we'll sell that off and build up our stocks again. And maybe we can start blinging out our ships with that money, or we'll just save up. But either way, this has been pretty exciting so far for me, and it feels like I'm just getting going. But make no mistake, we're very much in the swing of things, and I think at this point I can start really just rolling through here. So I am going to look for kills and stuff at this point, even though we're not even at our full destination yet, but I am going to focus on grinding. We'll probably let the herons go if we find them at this point, which hopefully we don't come to regret that later on if we get starved for kills, but I think some discretion is warranted here. So yeah, really cool. Really cool stuff. So I just spent about 13 million on 4 Tristans, and the reason for this is very simple. I want to salvage faster, and I want to do it as mindlessly as possible. So because our Magus and our Prospect pilots, we're not going to actually use Ventures or backup ships for this adventure. Like, we're not actually going to use Ventures here. I just don't have any desire to. They actually need a backup ship, and I figured, heck, let's just use a swarm of cheap throwaway Tristans. If we die, it'll be funny. And what these Tristans will do is allow us to drone bunny a bunch of, or even just AFK a bunch of wrecks. And we have room in the Orca, and these are about 20k a pop or something like that. But we're actually not even concerned about how much room we have in the Orca's ship maintenance bay, because we can just fold these down and buy more of these rigs. They cost like nothing, so we can just stack them up and repackage these and reuse them. So I'm going to try to be lazy as hell with my salvage. Now, to get the big racks, we're going to have to use these. So whenever we see a battleship, we're going to just put a bunch of these on it. That's all. So let's go ahead and go in there and mop up a couple wrecks and just see what this looks like. So now we should have a huge ball of drones, and we're not even at max capacity yet, but these should just be able to hoover up the wrecks hands off. Now, the problem is we do need to actually do this and target the large ones with the salvagers. So we'll just do that by hand. Right. This is kind of intimidating. This is the solar cell with the extra battleship spawn, but I think I can kind of just coast out here and kill the frigate and let the next wave spawn, and then slowly pick apart the cruisers at range. We're in a Magnetar, which dramatically lowers our range here, but with this I still got 70 km, which I'm hoping is enough. We might have to take this off. Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, this doesn't affect targeting range, so... Alright, well, we gotta kill this thing and trigger it, so here we go. Our targeting range is so low, shoot. Okay, so today is super simple. I only need 2 things. The first thing I need is core gas, which is C320 and C540, which is found in class 5 and class 6 J space. So I'm going to go hunting for the high-end gas today. I'm going to make a pretty big map to try to find it, if possible, using this character. The second thing I need today is, right, I need ancient relics. I got there. I need ancient relics, which are, if you remember correctly, those yellow items that turn into blueprints. I need more of those. I have some, but I need more. So we're going to have to look for 2 things, core gas and sleeper relics today. That means we're going to skip all the ratting. We're just going to be only ratting to get sleeper relics if necessary. Otherwise, we're just going to be spinning the gas. Because we're only ratting low class, we do need the neurovisual input matrices. So we do have to buy some. It's just the nature of how I'm doing this. And I picked up a few more like Noxium, stuff like that. So we are back in Dodixie, and I'm going to focus on those 2 things. Getting core gas, and very, very importantly, getting enough relics so that we don't get stuck and have to buy more. So we'll chip away at that today and see what kind of progress we get. Alright, so this is pretty exciting. We're still mapping, still looking for stuff. If we pull up Pathfinder here real quick, you'll see that we have Dodixie around through the Shattered into this class 2 we're at now with a 2 and a low, right? What's cool about this is in here we have a bunch of combat relic sites, 4 of them. So we're going to do all 4 of these combat relic sites with the Loki, bang them out, and then we're going to hack them all. And then we'll take the pirate relic sites as well at the same time. We may even just do the data combat. We're just going to do all this. It's class 2. It should be very simple and quick. Should be done like within an hour. We'll take all those loots. We should hopefully get a stack of relics from this. And then we'll fly back out and reset and try to find that core gas. So this should probably be all the relics we need, if I had to guess, for the Tengu. So yeah, we'll go back when we finish all this. We'll show what we get from hacking these and take a look. Alright, so this one's pretty cool. Let's see if I can do this without dying to the guards. So we looked for a while, like all day. Even a couple days before, we've been looking for a core gas cloud. And we found one. It's, I don't know, what is that? 7, 8, 9 jumps away from Dodixie. But it's through 2 shattered systems, which I thought was really interesting. Double shattered, right? So inside of here we have an ICR, an ICR, and a VCR. So I don't know if these are tapped or untapped, but even if they're tapped or ninja'd, we should be able to get something from them. Especially the ICRs, we should be able to get most of the gas from them if we want to. Really, all I want to do is get a good supply of 320 and 540. I don't really care about actually making a profit like normal, so we don't really have to be there as long, which is kind of nice because if they're tapped or people find us, we may be really sad if we have to give up 3 cores under normal circumstances. So yeah, we're gonna go chew on those and I'll let you know what we find here in a little bit, and if we get nothing I'll be sad, and if we get the gas we need, I think we might be able to build the Tengu pretty darn soon. So hype stuff. Alright, so we have managed to get the gas that we needed from those core gas sites, the 540 and the 320. We didn't get a whole lot of 540, but we got enough. We will need to find another couple of these clouds. What we're going to do now is we're going to react it down and we're going to start building the Tengu. So we'll kind of flash through the next couple screens over the next day or two and until we get the Tengu, and then we'll fit them up and have some fun. Alright, so we're doing a little bit of research next door and we're turning some of these ancient relics into blueprints, hopefully. Right? Hopefully. So the key is we need to get a Tengu blueprint and we're going to deliver all and see if we got lucky. Ah, yes, we got one. That's all we needed. Love that. So then we're just going to go through each of the subsystems and try to hit one blueprint off of each. And if we get unlucky and do not hit it, very simply, we'll just have to go look for more or buy some with the money we've earned. So we'll check back in when we get all of these or if we stumble. Alright, so now we're going to check out the weapon subsystem and see if we can get a blueprint for that. Here we go. Failed. Oh no. Oh no, we failed 9 times in a row. The odd is 16.7, so we're gonna have to grab some more of those. let's try the thruster next. So we need the Tengu AB one, which is this. So we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let's give it a whirl. We'll come back for some more thrusters. We'll have to grab some. Alright, so we're going for the thrusters now. Did we get a blueprint? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Let's go for the power now. Alright, the power cores. Did we get one? Oh, we got 2. We got 2. That's wonderful. Let's go to the armor now. Alright, the armor. It's done. Did we nail one? Ooh, complete failure on the armor. So that means we're missing a fair bit here, sadly. So we'll come back with us some stacks of these here shortly, and by the time the reactions are done, we should have all this cooked up, and then we can just make the Tengu. So by next week, in a couple days here, rather, we should have the Tengu ready to rock. We can start talking about why the heck we're building a Tengu and what we're going to do with it. So I'm super excited. Okay, so that is the last of the gas. Let's go ahead and pull this in our fleet hangar. We're going to run over to the production plant and start firing up the Tengu and its subsystems. Alright, so we're here. I believe we have everything we need to start making this stuff. So first of all, let's throw the Tengu in there. Oops. I lied. We didn't make the components. Alright. We have the Tengu right there. Sick. So we have the Tengu. We have the subsystems. That quite literally just means that we need to assemble it. Boom. Dunzo. Let's send it over to Hemiptera. When we first saw the flock, we were surrounded, caught in a spectacle of stimuli. Brilliant colors, dancing lights, beautiful cacophonies, wafting ambrosia. Those birds surrounded us, each one a different shape, an altered species, a new wonder. I tried to follow a single bird, but my efforts were futile. Transformation is natural to their existence. Imagine it, an undulating mass, a changing mob, all those beasts partaking in wonderful transmogrification. These were our augurs, our deliverers, our saviors. Standing amidst the flock, we should have feared their glory. Instead, we drew hope. This moment is the first time I understood what it meant to be Caldari. Divinity in the flock, delivery in flux, one being, many changes. Alright, so we got set up in Hiora, which is down the way from Dodixie. And we're gonna chill here and farm with the Tengu and look for some more kills since we have finally used up all of our die roll. So we're gonna look for kills with the Loki and the Nemesis and the Eris. I'm gonna use the Tengu to farm. And we're gonna have to make a choice here. I'm not gonna talk about it right yet because I'm not ready to actually figure it out, but we're gonna have to get to Amar from here. There are a lot of different ways to get there. Briefly, I could just tell you off the top of my head, I know we can cross Bacamia, we can cross Nyardarang, right? A couple different ways. But these are all low sec, which means that, yeah, we're really actually going to have to bring the Orca through low sec on this adventure, according to the way I want to go. So, huge risk, massive risk, but it should be exciting to figure out how to beat it. And if we have to, we can consider downtime. But even that's not guaranteed out here. Game mechanics a little bit different than wormholes, so a little bit scary, but we're going to see how much we can farm here with the Tengu. It's pretty quiet. This system has a fair amount of people, but there's lots of quiet systems nearby, so definitely enjoying the progress we've made. We have a Tengu and a Loku now, which is just, we can rat and fight. So huge quality of life upgrade here for us. So next up is, we're going to build the Proteus. Since we swung by Dodixie, we can build the Proteus now. And that's going to take a while. I'm not going to rush it, but we're going to work on that. It might get done after we cross the Losec River, but not sure. But yeah, super cool. It's kind of interesting. There is a Mauler here. I think we can probably kill it, right? I don't see why not. Alright, so we're just going to warp there at 20 and kill this guy. So it's G and B. What, that 30 just in case. Get too close to him.
Make sure I'm within range. Here we go. Oh, he's really far. Oh, he's not that far. Okay. Alright, so we should be able to shoot this guy down pretty easily. Using the wrong missile type, so I don't have any explosive heavy stuff. See if I can beat his tank anyway. He's trying to shoot me, but sadly, I'm not going to cut the mustard. I'll turn the heat off now. That's our first kill with the Loki, huh? Not bad. That's awesome. Alright, so we have a little venture here at the same site we killed that Mauler. Good thing we killed the rack, right? So I'm just gonna casually send my bomber at him, see if we can get him. I'm gonna put the Loki outside the gate though, just in case we need some help. See how far away we are. I'm pretty close. We're waiting for the drones to come out. Oh, he's getting away. That dastardly dog. Alright, let's warp over to Nara then. That should do it. Nice. We'll take it. Cool. Some fuller right in there. Nice. Can take that. Cool. Let's get these guys out of here, and then what I'll do is I'll send Prospect to go grab that. Nice. Okay, so here's the deal. We have to get to Omar. We're coming from Do-Dixie. There are many ways to get there, but we're going to choose a somewhat more reasonable way. So let's just do this real quick. Together. We right-click on Omar and set destination. It immediately wants to pull us through Vicamia. Okay? Vicamia is doable. I'm very confident we could get the Orca through here. The problem is that it is camped and there are good players there, and it's possible I could make a mistake and die there. Obviously, this applies to a Bazin as well. That's why we didn't go from the Jetta angle. Right? So if we were to right-click and avoid Vicamia, where does it tell us to go? Okay. Tells us to go over here. Interesting. So Antum or Chedge, Nuranim. This is a lot of low-sec jumps to bring an Orca through. If we get spotted like here or here, it's going to be really obnoxious to get it through. So I wonder, perhaps, if I was to avoid this one, where does it want us to go now? This is the third fastest route. So now it wants us to go through Saren, into Azez, into Ziazad, into Nyardarang, into Latrine, into Clade, into Lore, into Shera. And that'll put us on the other side of a Bazin, which we know goes to Omar. Right? So this is actually the route we're going to take. Now, it's true that this stuff is occasionally camped, but usually just by some Blopsters or something like that, or some bigger groups. I'm pretty confident we could downtime trick our way through, or just straight up YOLO our way through, right? But the idea is to get to Omar. So we would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 individual spaces of movement. So what I'll do is I'll stay in Hiora for now,
and I'll roll the die for the kills I get until I have 16 or more, and then we'll begin our journey to Omar. So we'll kind of bank them up a little bit so we don't have to just dive through here without even getting our taking our time and enjoying ourselves. So let's go ahead and roll the die and see how far we go. So we've got 2 kills. We had the Venture and we had the Mauler. Both of them were small fries, so we're only getting 2 rolls. First roll. It's a 6. Okay, so the first one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first destination is going to be Njardarang, which is wonderful. We don't have to like stop midway through. Okay. Let's roll again. 4. So we're getting 10 total squares. We're going to end up in Shera. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful system to end up in. So we could cross this whenever we feel like it. We don't even need another kill to cross this river. We're just going to need a bit of bravery and courage and possibly patience. So again, moving the Orca through Losec, it's not impossible. It's just something we've largely avoided up until this episode. So kind of exciting to kind of pull that bandit off and get our feet wet with moving the Orca in more dangerous situations outside of J-Space. And we're going to end up in Amar. And once we hit that, we'll unlock the ability to make the Legion. And again, we're still working on the Proteus, but we'll be able to unlock the Legion, and that would be the 4th strategic cruiser. And then once we hit Amar, we'll talk about what we're going to do next and what the plan is from there. But we do have to get there. So we're going to look for a couple more kills. Again, we're 10 out of 16, so we need another kill or 2, minimally, to reach Amar. In the meantime, though, I do want to take the Tengu out for a spin. The Tengu is awesome. It's a cool ship. It doesn't have to mess with drones or anything like that. It's really chill, but I haven't found a super quiet system to rat in yet. Every time I try, people come in. So I'll probably look for that next couple days, look for some cool place to rat. If I get another kill, we'll of course check it out. And if we manage to go all the way to Amar, we could always just do that. There's a lot of high sec here we could get lost in and try to find some holes to dive into. But I kind of like the idea of staying here for a bit longer. So we're going to do that. All right, so we have a little class 3 wormhole here, and we're going to test out the Tengu ratting. Very straightforward ship here. The reality is that the Tengu is going to perform almost identically to the Loki. It's just that the Loki is very good at PvP. The Tengu is kind of strange at it. Tengu is also easier, no managing drones, which means we can spend more time paying attention and less time fiddling with drones. So I think it's overall just a better ratting ship in terms of how we like to rat. And we're going to be able to use the Loki to protect it. And that's pretty huge. So let's go ahead and send these ships off of the wormhole. We'll fire on the prop mods and then we'll put the cloak mods on. And this should look pretty cool. You see a couple ships exploding out like that. So I'm just trying to decide whether or not I want to do the signatures or the anomalies. I think I'm going to do the anomalies. Should be completely fine. But there's one other wormhole in here. We're going to put the Anathema on it. And we're going to leave the Nemesis on this wormhole to watch it. We'll have the Loki with us in the site. And then Tengu's going to be ratting. So very simple stuff. If somebody comes, the Loki's on him in a matter of seconds. And the Tengu can burn off all the Loki webs and try to survive. So yeah, we'll try to do a couple sites here and get the salvage, keep a timer, and get a little bit of money from this. A little bit of cash, a little bit of Skrilla. Love that. So we just took a nice long break from the adventure, a nice little hibernation. I honestly think that's good for me and possibly other people to take a little break from stuff you're on. Helps reinvigorate you, get other stuff done. But we're back. We're ready to dig back in here. We're in Hiora. Here's the problem. Our tower ran out of fuel when we were gone. Look at this. It literally ran out of fuel.
So what I'm gonna do is real fast, I'm gonna throw a couple blocks in there that we had stashed as backup. And we're gonna turn this bad boy back on. And we're gonna definitely bring some more fuel out here immediately. It's pretty crazy. So let me go bring some more fuel out, we'll get this set up, and then we'll go back on the road. So we're gonna have to move this thing across Losec next. Because I believe that we're gonna end up in Shara. So we're gonna probably plot that either tonight or tomorrow. So we're gonna get this set back up. We're gonna look for a couple wormholes to goof around in and get this show on the road. Alright, so we are going to move the Orca into Losec now and see how this goes. I'm pretty careful now to time this right, and we're gonna have Tengu Loki and Nemesis as on-grid stuff. These people are... He's in a station, he's in a citadel, he's floating out there, and he is his alt. So I'm pretty confident I can pull this off. I'm just gonna obviously wait until the time is right. I have all this firepower here in case somebody pulls something. I think I can pull it in now, but I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. And then when we come back from downtime, what we're gonna do is log on immediately and see if we can get through this pipe before anybody logs on. Pretty decent chance of it. Okay, so we have a minute left until downtime. We have a Nemesis, a Tengu, and a Loki here orbiting the Assez gate. On the Losec side, we have the Orca here, ready to jump in. We're gonna jump in very, very shortly here. Now it's gonna be really hard for someone to kill me without supers and stuff. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer, and then we're gonna go here. We're gonna micro cloak trick. All right, so we're in Losec with the Orca. This is quite scary. Losec is more dangerous than J-Space for this thing because, in my opinion, it's easier for people to drop capitals on you and kill you in like 1 second. So we do have to be careful of that. See if we can get docked up by the time the downtime hits. Alright, we're coming back in here, and we're gonna see if anybody beat us to the punch. Nope. So assuming we've done this correctly, we should be able to flirt right into... Ah, shit, we already got a guy. I'll put the Orca on the station. And see if we can sneak it. If Ziasad is empty, we're gonna send it in. Straight up. Just gotta be careful I don't get insta-nuked here. So, strategic cruiser is gonna jump in, we're gonna check. I can literally see that Seiko Aneto is inside of the Citadel there, so there's no worries. Alright, so this system is completely and utterly empty, which is fascinating, which means we're gonna go. I'm gonna go. This system is completely and utterly empty, which means we should be able to get a free way of passage in here. Pretty nerve-wracking, but I'm pretty sure that this stuff doesn't matter. I don't think this guy's gonna catch me. And if he does, I suppose I can try to blap the Sino. Or bump the Orca back through the gate. I think we do it. It's just him. He's in a pacifier, which is obviously scary, but I've looked at his Z-kill. I think he's literally just hacking, dude. I'm pretty confident about it. And this is really the last stop we have to make, so fuck it, let's do it. We're gonna cross this entire Losec patch in one fell swoop with the Orca. The only thing standing in our way is a guy named Timataru in a pacifier. So let's see if he has the metal, the wherewithal to kill our Orca. I'm thinking he probably doesn't. This worked way better than I thought. Micro cloak trick does make it pretty hard to catch the Orca, but the stakes are just so high, and the pride and the ego on the line is just so great that it's like, you really don't want to screw around with this. Alright, we're gonna punch. Let's do this. Last jump. Then we're just gonna go right into a treen. We don't have to go to a station anymore. Let's go, baby. This went way too smoothly. Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Click, overheat, micro cloak trick. And we'll spam warp. And we're out. So easy. It's pretty interesting. So I just came through this hole while I'm farming. So let's warp off and see who it is. We're gonna grab our MTU and hide up. Make sure we see who this person is. Nostero. Wrong hole guy, that's scary. That's scary. Well, they know I'm farming in here. This hole is completely burnt now. Good thing I had eyes on this. That's all I'll say. Let's grab the MTU. Pretty strong defensive skills. And we've talked about this so much, but really the ability to have extra characters sitting on these wormholes listening for them. As soon as you hear that wormhole splash sound, you know to watch. And I know he's still here. I'll hear him leave. It's the same noise when they leave, so he's definitely hunting for me. So this hole is completely fucked now. God damn it. Well, I was sitting in this system for too long with too many of my characters. And somebody recognized my characters. Well, I suppose we should keep it moving. Always good for stroking the ego, I suppose, but not much else. Hope he's having a good day. I honestly think this is just cool, but there's like a little camp over there. Caracal, Phobos, Prophecy, Gnosis, another Prophecy. I saw Lachesis earlier. I just popped out of the wormhole chain into a low-sec system and see an active gate camp. Pretty nuts. Neat. Okay, so we are about to react some gases for the Proteus. Before we talk about this, let's just take a quick look at the bankroll, the ledger. We got about 300 million in the coffers, and we got a lot of that from selling off some of the loot we've been gathering and some modules we had sitting around from kills and changing fits. Had some regular salvage as well. You can see we bought some more supplies for the shipbuilding. We stocked up on a bunch of salvage. And what we're going to do now is take the gas we farmed and a little bit of the 540 we bought and react it down into hybrid polymers. And then we're going to take those once again, bring them back to a manufacturing plant and create the Proteus. Exciting stuff. So we're going to do this real quick with the gas. All right, then we have all of our gases being reacted into hybrid polymers here for the hybrid tech components we're going to need for the Proteus. So while these all cook, the longest one takes about 17 hours from now. We're going to come to a nearby citadel, and yes, you have to go to a citadel or a pos to do this, as I've learned, to research these ancient relics, or I guess invent them, and to actually make the stuff themselves, the subsystems and the ship. You can't do that at NPC station apparently, so good to know. So we're here, we're gonna try to get the Proteus out of the way first, so let's go ahead and throw on one of these accelerant decryptors here. It's the only one I have that actually increases the chance. Since we have the fewest of these relics, we're just gonna bang out a bunch of these now. All right, that's 5 with the decryptor. Now we're going to take the decryptor off and fill up the queue with the rest of the Proteus. If we get extra blueprints, so be it. There'll be a bit of a waste on this adventure, but it's not like we'll throw them out. We'll keep them in a bag somewhere. All right, we're back here. We're about to see if we got the blueprint for the Proteus itself. Fingers crossed. Wow, first try. What the? We got it on the first one. Oh, we got 2. 3, 4. Oh, geez, we got so many. Holy crap. All right, let's go through the subsystems now. Alright, so I am currently trying to race and get all of the salvage before downtime. My time management was not perfect. So hopefully we can get lucky here and grab all of this salvage as soon as humanly possible. We did it. Tore through those. Yeah, we gotta leave a little bit more time so it's not frantic. Jeez. Leave at least like 20 minutes to salvage. Christ. And here we go. The Proteus is all done. So we're gonna claim those. We're gonna grab our blueprints back. Actually, hell, we'll just grab everything and bring it back all at once. And we'll throw this in the corporate hangar. And we'll pick it up and go fit it. Super exciting. Once we actually go to buy the fits, we'll talk about what we're doing with the Proteus. Fit-wise, but you might be already able to tell based on the subsystem choice what we're gonna get up to here. So, let's get back to Shara. And we'll, carry on. God, I love the Proteus. Freedom is liquid, supple, mellifluous. It surrounds us, engulfs our bodies, drowns our fear. We plumb freedom's depths and consume the nourishment within. From these waters, we are born. When we die, we shall return to those waters. Out there, among the stars, are the waters freedom incarnate. That dark, endless void is our destiny, our path, our goal. We must not fear it, nor should we control it. Rather, we should embrace it, trust it, love it. Its ever-changing face, its protean existence, is our very essence. We are those stars, the void, the awesome waters of space. Ancient, forever, free. We've got a bunch of really tiny gas sites here we're gonna do. Very little pay, for sure. But the idea is, I think we're going to take these and then just grab our whole stack of gas, compress it, and bring most of it somewhere. And probably sell it. Because we also could react it for extra profit too. We might do that. Because having like $1 billion worth of gas in our Orca is doing nothing for us whatsoever. So anyway, let's just go through these in order. And we'll see what we get at the end. I have no idea if they're tapped or not. We're just going to spin them. Not going to kill the rats. You know how we do this. Take us like, I don't know, half an hour. Probably. See how it goes. So I guess just for information's sake, this is an example of these rats spawning extremely late. Yeah, this is almost a 24-minute spawn. So remember that when you're ninjing core gas sites, you could actually get 24 entire minutes with other rats there. I've also seen them spawn as fast as 12 minutes.
But yeah, just keep that in mind. It's a pretty big window. You might have a long time to ninja. For a guy with one account, that's a pretty big deal. Understanding how long that could go before they spawn. So here's a cool example of it maxing out. I think that's the max. I've never seen one spawn past 24 minutes. Hey, look, a little heron came in. Ooh, interesting. I almost want to go try to combat scan him and kill him. I haven't killed him in a while. Be kind of cool to roll a die. Choices. Let's go for the exciting choice. I think I see him at the desolate compound. I'm just going to send the Loki there, see if we can grab him. We'll send the Proteus off here. I think he's there. I ran a combat scan and it looked like he was over here maybe. So yeah, there's the heron. Alright, so now we can go. So we caught him. Cool. You shouldn't be able to catch up to us. I highly doubt it. Yeah, he can't. Nice. So now let's see if we can get his pod. It's either going to be here or there. So I'm going to drop a bubble and see if maybe we can just grab it. Oh, he didn't warp off? Oh, I panicked. Oh, he typed something. Okay, so we're at that point now where we actually have too much gas in the fucking orca. Which cracks me up. The bay is completely filled, the hangar is filled with extra gas, and we have more gas to put in it. So what does that mean? We need to compress. So what does that mean? We need to equip this stuff. So let's do that. We're gonna need ship maintenance array. And the idea here is we're gonna compress a bunch of the gas and sell it off. We're gonna only keep a little bit at once, but we'll get to that here shortly. Let's turn some of these mods off and turn these on. So we're gonna stop the ship just like this. So now we're gonna open up the cargo bay, go to the mining hold and compress all this. Oop. We're gonna pull the gas from the cargo container in space and compress that. Okay, 1.2 bill. We haven't really been focusing gas hard, which makes sense. We only have this after this long, but we also used a bunch of it for the strategic cruisers, so kind of makes sense, I guess. So what we're gonna do is use the prospects to haul the gas. So just grab as much as we can, put it in there, and use the other one to grab the remainder. We're gonna bring this over to, I guess, Amar. I mean, I don't really care how much we get for it. It's just kind of fun to sell it off, get some extra loot. So yeah, I think Amar works. We're pretty close to Ren's Endo Dixie, but Amar seems like it has the strongest market, so let's just head there. And we'll come back to share when we're done. Alright, so this is pretty interesting in my opinion. We have a Class 2 exit wormhole in Amar, which is right down the way from where we are, 6 tiles away. So I mapped inside, it's a couple wormholes, 3 wormholes, and I'm just really interested in camping this thing. So I'm gonna send everybody I have through right now, excuse me. And we're gonna set up. I'm gonna put the bubbler on a hole inside. We're gonna keep the other 2 on this hole, keep a watch over it. We'll put the Loki inside. We'll orbit with the Proteus and we'll put the Loki inside just like this, right? Very simple. Jeez, they're all jumping through. I wonder if they saw me. Oh, they're warping off. I wonder if they didn't see me. Oh my god, no way I slipped in here like that. How did they not see me? No, there's a meta. What the fuck? He's not interdiction nullified. He's not nullified. He's gonna be polarized both ways. He's totally waiting out polarity. Smart guy. There's a cloak, I guess. Oh my god, he went. Let's see if I can get him. It'd be fun. It's gonna be really hard, but it's possible. Go for the decloak here. Go for the decloak here. Did I get it? I got it. Oh my god, I got it. Oh my god, I got it. No way.
I think this guy can die here. I think he can die here, dude. Yeah, he's totally gonna die. I'm sending in the Proteus too. I think he can die. I don't think he can make it. I don't think he can make it, dude. Yo, we got him. Yo. Yo. Yo, that's huge. That's huge. That's a big kill, dude. That's a big kill. Whoa, that's a huge kill. We played that flawlessly. Whoa. That was insanity. They actually didn't see the Eris. Whoa, let's look at this kill mail. It probably wasn't huge, right? Oh, we had a little bit of bling. A little bit of bling. A little bit of bling. Alright, no bling. Yo, we killed a metamorphosis. Okay, I'm gonna have to go ahead and bring the camera back on immediately because I went ahead and clicked the man's pod. And I'm like shaking right now. My dude had a full pod in. Now, these don't count for kills. I don't roll a die for pods, but this is a real pod. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, so we took it upon ourselves to move all of our characters to the new system, which is Hamma. Like Tama, with an H, I guess. And Hamma is 2 jumps past Amar towards Minmatar space, specifically towards Ren's. So we have moved all 12 of our characters there. What we need to do now is go back on our Impel. And we need to turn the POS on. There it is, anchored. It just finished anchoring, like right now. So we're gonna grab our Impel, and we're gonna go to the starbase down here and go to the Stront Bay, drag the Stront in, and go to the fuel bay, and drag in the charters and the fuel box. If you're wondering why the charters were in our inventory, not our fleet hangar, it's because when you anchor something in HiSec, it checks for these in your inventory, strangely enough. So now that we're here, we're gonna put it online. And I always do this just in case. Set the password, but I don't believe you have to set it over and over again unless you repackage it. Could be wrong on that though. Don't take my word for that. Never thoroughly tested it. So in 7.5 minutes, not 15. It takes 15 to fully do it. We're gonna have ourselves our brand new base in Hamma. So there it is. As promised. Got ourselves a little control tower here. Nice little force field pop up. Nice. So we're just going to create a little bookmark here, call it HQ, and we're good to go. Now this can serve as our new base as we continue to progress towards Ren's, and I'm really starting to enjoy this. That last kill really invigorated me, and I have to say I'm excited to see where this goes. Having that Proteus there is quite reassuring. Granted, we did it on a HiSec hull, but we did it properly. We basically abused Polarity. It didn't really matter where we were for that one. The only reason it matters is because it made him feel safe. So, alright. Well, let's take a little breather here, do a bit of farming in the future here, and yeah, chugging along.
Got a bunch of little shacks here. It's kind of cool looking. Let's see what they're up to. Whoa. What is a lot of shacks? Where are they headed? They're headed that way? Alright, let's go to the gate, see if we can take a peek at them. There they are. Whoa, how cool is that? Yo. Alright, that was nasty. Whoa. This game is nuts. Doing a little ratting with the Tengu here. Been doing a bit of this behind the scenes. Haven't really felt motivated to record some of these ratting sites with the Tengu. It is really quite monotonous, right? There's no drones to manage. One type of ammo. But yeah, there's a reason we use the Tengu over the Loki, and that's because, yeah, we don't get to play with drones, but we get to spend more time focusing on keeping our ship alive, right? So the Tengu we use is lower powered than most people's. We're using the covert sub. We're also using a nanofiber, which gives us an incredibly fast align time. Let's just get out of harm's way a little bit quicker than the average Tengu. But we do clear a little bit less quickly, but that's not really my problem. I kind of just like taking it slow, enjoying my time. But yeah, the Tengu, yeah, you gotta be careful. Don't do this when you're tired. It's like gas mining. You'll fall asleep, except these things might kill you. A gas stab won't kill you. But yeah, really enjoying the Tengu so far. It's been a real treat. My skills aren't even close to my mains, and I'm still just farming as equally as quickly, so that's a good sign. He just came through this hole. I don't think you can see my ship on D-scan. Yeah, you can't see my Tengu from here. Who is this? It's so wild to be going through a hole like this. Legion, no sh. Oh, is he gonna go back to it? No way. No way. Oh my god, I just went through it. What if we could catch him there? That would be so nuts. Here, I'm gonna get this guy off real quick just to play with this. Whoa, that would be nuts. Random Legion. You think we can get him to aggro us here with the... Wouldn't it be crazy if he aggroed me and I can grab him with the Loki? That would be so nuts. The key to this is to give him a few seconds to hit me. In fact, I think I respond instantly if he comes out and just immediately grab him with the Loki. This is a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine when there's one rat left and I'm done farming. I sometimes like to send in some of my other combat ships, my backup ships, just to have a little bit of fun. So we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna absolutely destroy this thing. We're gonna wait for our ships to pop up here. So this thing's about to get absolutely toasted. Look at that. Nice. I didn't put the Loki drones on, darn. Pretty impressive, actually. So for the Tengu pilots, like, you got some backup here, boom, 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 and they are gone. So nasty looking. Love that. Alright, so we're gonna pick up our MTU and salvage this stuff and see what we have. Having way too much fun. Alright, so it's about that time again, and what we're doing is making some reactions, or I suppose reacting to some gas, to put it more accurately. Right. So we've done this 3 times. This is the 4th time, hopefully final time, unless we lose one and have to do another one. And we're going to be making the Legion. So the parts are very similar, so we're going to start with the same or very similar amounts of gas and react it. You'll notice that we're running pretty low on some of these gas types, but we have more in the Orca. The cool thing is that we actually have a ton of these parts already made left over from the 3 previous ships. So we really didn't have to make that many this time. We're just making them just something to do. We'll make some money on them and have backups and stuff. But we didn't have to make a full load this time, which was excellent. But after these are finished, we're going to go, actually as they finish, rather, we're going to go invent these and get the blueprints, all 5 of them as usual. And we'll pray for rain and hopefully we can get a Legion here. So something I noticed during the Proteus and Tengu was that I was researching these blueprints very, I suppose, inefficiently, maybe? I'm not sure how you would describe it. We got a lot of duplicates, so we wasted a lot of time. We're gonna try to change that this time. Instead of making 10 at a time of one type and getting a bunch of duplicates, we're gonna go 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and if we get one, we're just gonna leave it out from the next round until we have everything. Hopefully this is going to result in fewer duplicates and should be a little bit more fun for me just since I don't have to keep grinding it out. So now we've maxed out our jobs, right? And what's going to happen is if we hit any of these, we just don't make that anymore. So our chances of duplicates are extremely low now, unless we have 1 left and we're making 10 at a time and get unlucky. So pretty cool. Granted, something I haven't really mentioned, we're going to talk about it much more soon. But I've been kind of changing the strategic cruisers fits here and there, 1 mod at a time here, kind of messing with them a little bit. And that's really the joy of the strategic cruisers, is that you can tinker with them and they're just very powerful and very modular and of course very fun to fly. So I tend to fly them with just Tech 2 equipment. And again, we'll break all this down later, why we're building these, like why it's so important to me to run all 4 and pretty much everything in due time here. But first we've got to put in the time. So we're going to build this, wait for these timers and do our best. So 20 minutes, we'll go again. And we're gonna see if we got any blueprints. And we're just gonna repeat this process over and over again. Look at that, we got an offensive one. Okay, so we're gonna go back in here. Look for one of 4 blueprints. We got the propulsion, look at that. All right, we're going back in here. And we're looking for an armor blueprint. And we're looking for an armor blue. All right, we failed the armors. How about power? Power? Nothing? What about a hull section? Can a capsuleer get a hull section? A lot of fails here. So failing all 10 is still within statistical likelihood. So we're just gonna run it back. Real simple like. All right, so we have all of our hybrid polymers done for our 4th strategic cruiser. Gonna add those to our item hanger here. These are at the system next door. We gotta go fetch them. And when we do, we're going to come and build the components and once again, get a move on here. Have a shiny Legion to play with. Alrighty, let's begin the process. So these should all actually be set to the right values. So we're just going to triple check. 7, and it should be 20. 25. All right, so we have our hybrid tech components done here. Everything's nice and finished. So there's only one thing left to do, and that is to create the Legion and the 4 subsystems. So we're going to mark this all down in our ledger, get our finances correct and straight. Again, we had 2 components left over. I think I had the counts wrong. Interesting. But nonetheless, we are done here. This is, oh, excuse me, we're not done, but we're done with building things. Now it's just fitting and chilling, so. Yeah, 20 hours, 26 minutes, and 50 seconds, we will have our 4th strategic cruiser. Couldn't be more excited about it, and I'm interested in seeing what I can put together with these 4 ships. Here we are. At long last, the Legion is completed. Love to see it. So we're going to throw the Legion alongside these blueprints and subsystems in our fleet hangar. We're going to scurry back to Hama. Now, we can't actually assemble the ship in space. Big bummer. But we're going to go ahead and do it at a nearby station with this guy and then pop it out there and get our 3rd pilot, Calisid, inside of the Legion. And we're going to fit it up, spend a couple ISK on that, probably a couple million, and we'll try to start to use it as soon as possible. So super exciting. Let's head out. Revelation burrows through the material world, devours creation's soil, digests the thoughtless void, and produces significance with God's grace. From emptiness comes meaning, essence from existence, soul from matter. Is God through the wormhole? Did God grant us this boon, this new technology, a revelation from on high? These weapons are God's new prophecy, domain, and blessing. Let us use God's grace and prepare New Eden. We are God's soldiers, weapons, glory. Our people are God's own. Together, we are the Legion. Alright, so we're doing something that we've been working on for this adventure, but we haven't got a whole lot of chance to practice actually because we've been too busy building the ships, but now we're here. We have all of these PvP tools to use, so how are we going to use them? So what we're doing is we're scanning, look, we got a magnet here, look. See? We're scanning systems nearby trade hubs, and we're sending all of our ships there to try to catch them. You feel me? So right now we are 1 jump out from Amar, and we have Legion, Loki, Nemesis, and an Eris. So we're not using all of our strategic cruisers, we're mix and matching them for the purpose. Right now we want all of our types of tackle in case we see somebody. We want the Legion tackle, which by the way looks a little bit like this. He's going in. Alright, he's hacking. Now we decloak. We kill him. And then we warp the interdictor as well. So he's caught. I think he's still hacking. That's awesome. So our interdictor is here. That's awesome. So let's finish the job. Very nice. We're getting good at this. Obviously, this is just an explorer kill, not a big deal, but the idea here is, we're good to go. Cool. Anything on him? Nope. New player. Cool. Good for a die roll, though. Love to see it. Problem is, he finished hacking, which does finish the site, which kind of sucks. Oh well. All right, we'll take it. Cool. Let's see if we can get a few more before we do the die roll. This was just a little magnate. Wait, where is it? It's over here, right? So it's gonna be worth it nothing, but it's good for a die roll. Love it.
Alright, let's see if he has reacted to this. Otherwise, we're going to get him with the bomber. This was crazy. The timing was just really bad for me. Alright, so we're going to decloak him with the bomber. Grab him with the bomber. This is the way. That should do it. Cool. That's good for a die roll. That was a lot of work for very little payoff. Excellent. Hey, but we did it. Is that heron coming in? What is happening here? 2 herons and a Gnosis? This is crazy. They are literally about to see my legion. Not much I can do to stop that. Oh, are they all friends? Going for the combat scan play here. Seeing if we can do it. This is pretty dangerous for them. They need to be pretty careful. There's one heron. Alright, he's toasted. Alright, went to the sun. Unbelievable. This is like a house of horrors for them. I love it. See if I can get him with the interdictor here instead. He's super in trouble now. Alright, we got one. Cool. Where's the other one? I have to get his pod too. Oh, am I killing him? Oh no, he has like 1 health left. Alright. Let's make sure we get his pod here. The Gnosis is back. Holy f, he's gonna get it. Oh, he's gonna get it. Oh, he's gonna get it. Oh, he's gonna get it. If he goes in there, he's gonna get it. He went in. Come on, buddy. It's time to come out. Time to face the music. Come on, buddy. Alright, so we're testing our tank here is what we're doing. So the Gnosis does hit pretty hard, but our tank is ridiculous, so we should be able to easily kill this guy. Looks like he's shield. My Loki's sitting at the war mode 0. The Legion is holding just fine, so this was our first test. And really the idea is the Legion's pretty impenetrable by most stuff, right? That's kind of how this works. Beautiful. We're killing all types of stuff here, man. Ooh, the bubble just ended. That's wild. Oh, we got it anyway. Cool. Beautiful. We stalked them down. We figured it out. We did what we had to do. That was pretty close to perfect. Okay, this is starting to get silly, dude. This is starting to get silly. Wait a second. How is this possible? Wait. There's a fucking praxis there. I'm not ready. I'm totally not ready. I'm completely not ready. If he jumps now, I am super... He's coming closer. Oh, he's gonna jump, dude. Oh, that boy is gonna jump. And all kinds of not ready. Need to get the Loki here. Oh, I want to tank. I want to test this so badly. He jumped. He fucking jumped. Well, I'm just gonna have to wait and see what he does then. Oh, Loki's not ready. I can't believe I burned everybody off. Oof. All right, let's focus. He's sending a Praxis in. That's insane. Number one. He's still sitting here. It's like legitimate. I might even have a chance at catching him still if he does it like this. Hell, I mean, if he wants to do it like this, let's just fight him around the hole. Did he jump? Did he really? Oh yeah, he did. Somebody's jumping in here. They trying to bait me out? Let me put the Loki back. I heard somebody else come in. Wonder what's going on. They're trying to bait me off the hole, I think. I'm gonna push the Legion back. A lot of people are coming in now. This is nuts. About to kill a Praxis. So many people are jumping in here. Look at this. The Loki. This is crazy. Is this dude really gonna die? Can't believe it. I'm gonna run a fucking ammo here in a second. I legit ran out of ammo before I can kill him, jeez. Well, I'm gonna commit for this. I have to kill this. I'm safe, dude. I'm super safe. I'm gonna finish him off. Beautiful. How about that? Just caught a Praxis on the motherfucking gate. That's huge. I wonder how much loot he has. Not much. Okay. Oh, I can shoot that. The Loki is like pretty far, but I don't think he's gonna do much against this Legion. You see how this Legion just tanks it, no problem? It's too funny. Look, the Legion just tanked a Loki and a Praxis. This Legion's fit is insane. Like, I don't care anymore. This Legion's fit's actually insane.
Okay, so we just killed a lot of ships, and we haven't rolled a die in a long time. So here's what we're gonna do. We're back at base now in Hammer. We're gonna go to our kill board here, and we're gonna look at what we've done. Last time we rolled was the Metamorphosis. We got 2 rolls off that. We ended up in Hammer, past the Mar, right? Now we're gonna roll again though. We're gonna roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So 1 for the Magnate, 1 for the Venture, 2 for the 2 Herons, 1 for the Gnosis, and 3 for the Praxis. We're gonna roll 8 times. 8 times right here. Let's see. What do we get? 37. 37. We just put in so much work today that we don't even have to roll the die anymore. We're officially going back to Rens. So we only have 18 squares to go, and we have 37 squares we could move. So what does that mean? Well, when we get there, we're going to decide if we want to continue rolling or if we want to do something else. But I kind of have a bit of an idea about that. So we clearly have enough to go all the way to Rens. So we're going to do that now. We're going to move our whole crew to Rens. We're going through the back. We don't have to worry about Waidama, right? Only a couple random gang systems that we can scout out pretty easily. And before you know, we're going to be back in Rens, back where we started. And it's really just a matter of what we want to do next with these ships. And that's kind of the second arc of this episode, is using these strategic cruisers we put together to do fun things. So I'm excited about it. 37 I rolled. All right, so we're going to Rens. All we needed was 18. We got enough. Let's head there. We'll see you soon. Okay, so we're here in Rens. We've indeed moved all of our characters here. We have our explorer over here, our little scanner, scanning the local systems nearby. And let's talk about what we're doing next. So far we've been rolling the die when we get kills and building strategic cruisers and taking a tour around New Eden. But at the end of the previous episode, I did promise you that we're gonna go back to the old school. And that's what we're doing next. We are going to find a wormhole. We are going to insert the Orca inside, hide it in a starbase, and live as we've done in the old school. We just gonna hang out in J-Space. The key difference is that we're going to be very active with our newfound strategic cruisers. We're going to deploy them to trade hubs, to camp wormholes and ice fish. We're going to build the chain out and aggressively patrol it for ratters instead of just meekly looking at them and seeing if they'll make a mistake. We're gonna spend a couple weeks here just going balls to the wall, and while that doesn't mean I'm guaranteed to get kills, it does mean that I'm gonna pass on way fewer of them. So I'm interested to see how this goes, but of course in the next couple of days I do have to find a suitable wormhole to slide in. Don't care if it's 2, don't care if it's a 3, just want somewhere nice where nobody's already taking it. We did find a 3 here nearby Rens, but there's some cops outside of it, which is a little bit suspicious, so we're probably going to pass on this one. But yeah, once we find a wormhole, we'll move the Orca in and move to the next phase of this adventure and get set up. So we are going to be moving the Orca into Anawaikis, but this time we're going to do it without the safety of downtime. And maybe going, wait a second, why would you do that? That's foolish and scary, and sure, you're right. I suppose it is. So we are currently jumping our Orca into Anawaikis here. Very exciting. Cool. So the reason we're putting the Orca in this random system, very simple. We want to start playing from J-Space again, right? The reason we brought it in to J-Space not during downtime was because we have a Tengu now. We have jams, and that's really exciting for us. It keeps us quite safer. We're able to jam off multiple tackles off of this thing. Granted, that does not help us with bubbles, but nonetheless, not too fussed about it. We do have our Orca in J-Space now, so that means we're going to have to bring the deep space transport. We're going to have to set up the tower, and we're basically just going to lay low in this class 2 for some time. And the reason we've chosen this class 2 is because it has a high sec static right here. And this is going to allow us to send our strategic cruisers to the trade hubs very easily to do some ice fishing. So I'm going to get set up real quick. It's exciting to be back in J space. I kind of YOLO'd the Orca this time, but it was because the other side was pretty empty and we have the Tengu and everything, and we're feeling pretty safe these days. So let's go ahead and log this Orca off. Oh, we can't because we got shot. Forgot how that worked. Okay. Got the control tower up here. Throwing some fuel in there. Turning it online. Giving it a password. Easy peasy. Oh, we just definitely don't want to lose our little deep space transport here to some random passerby. That would be bad. Let's get it out of here. So we've made ourselves at home in the new wormhole, and it's pretty much just entirely filled with other wormholes, but there is one little baby gas site in here that I was happy to snack on. So we're taking that bad boy. I don't anticipate spending a ton of time doing gas for the next week or two. Since we don't really have a need, we have our coffers flush with ISK. We have leftover gas, but I just couldn't help myself. If gas spawns in this system, I'm probably gonna take it just because I enjoy it. And that's not to say we won't dip into other systems too and occasionally take some gas, but the real reason we're doing this is just to get it out of here. It's gone now, but the real reason is we're going to do a little what do you call it? Downtime shenaniganery? Indeed. Yeah, there's a random VNI here. What's up with that? Where the hell is he? There's just a VNI floating here, dude. What's he doing? Oh, he's like at one of these for real. I'm going for it. He's attacking me a little bit. Gotta watch my health bars, but we should be able to kill this guy pretty easily. Thinking. Okay, yeah, he'll die here. Beautiful. He's pretty tanky. Why is he so tanky? That was nice. I don't know where he came from. He came from the other side. Awesome. Alright, let's loot this. 74 mil, nice.
I'll take it.
Alright, so we have a little venture here. Doing some gas. Now they are located in a wormhole that's literally in a mar again. That's right, my exit today is right next to a mar. So I'm gonna go ice fish a mar for a little bit. But first, hopefully we can get this venture. And the way to do this would be to switch ships. We're gonna grab that Nemesis. So let's board that. And we're gonna head out. We'll log in our Loki too. Log off of this guy. And we're gonna head out with the Nemesis. Alright, so it's only been a few minutes, and we're gonna send the bomber into the wormhole, and we're gonna catch the venture with it. And as for the other guys, they can just kind of float, hang out. The Loki is sitting outside here, so he can back up the Nemesis if we need it. Basically how this works is I already have this set up. I have the buzzard right here, right? So it's pretty trivial. We're literally just landing on top of the venture and catching him, right? If he has a warp core stab, he'll be able to get out, but should be able to just immediately click the guy. We don't want to decloak our buzzard though, so let's just approach him. If he moves, we'll obviously immediately take him then, but let's put these like this. Alright, get ready. We'll let ourselves naturally decloak. Oh, he's not tanked at all. Okay, well that was a little easier than I expected. Kind of expected him to be tanked or bait or something, but negative. That didn't happen. Okay. Neat. Yeah, so we have this little prospect here. I logged on. He's actually scooping gas in my system, so he's at a sizable. So we're going to go to a bookmark below him and warp there at 100 and see if we can get eyes on him. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. My Loki's in a Mar. Shoot. All I have is a Legion. You know, it's possible I could kill him. This sucks. We're going to have to come back. Okay, so that prospect is happily scooping away, and I am completely screwed. Somehow I left all of my strategic cruisers in like random locations. 3 of them are in a Mar, 1 of them was in a random wormhole. I don't know what happened. So right now I'm currently piloting everybody towards this new system. It's gonna take me like a half an hour to get everybody there. But if that prospect is still scooping gas, I'm going to personally try to catch him, and we're gonna do it with the Loki. The idea is that with the web of fire, I can slow him to 1500 and then I'm faster than him. So as long as I get the point web on him, I should be able to get him as long as I'm in front of him. But the reality of this is it's probably not gonna work. So I'll see ya when I see you here very shortly. So the way to get his trajectory is to make it so he crosses the middle on my screen. Right? Just like that. So he's going to end up more over here. So we can kind of adjust this. And our goal is to adjust this before he gets here. If we have to wait 1 or 2 spins, we will. We just obviously don't want to screw this up because let's check our ranges. 29 km, 30 km. So we got to get him within 10 or 20 to really even have a shot at this. We want to be in front of him too.
Damn, I think he's coming like right at me, dude. I really do think he's coming right at me. I think we might have to get a little down here more though. Just to want to make sure we don't decloak. So he's a little bit off. I honestly think we have a decent chance of catching him the first pass. I really do. Look at this. Look at his trajectory. It's going to hit me dead on. I'm going to align the way he's going. That way I can keep up with him. I really think he's going to run right into me. This is pretty crazy. So here's the part that's making me nervous. Is this guy has syndicate scoops. I did check. He's going 3 KMS. It takes me 5. So I got to do it when he's like 30, 40 KM off or so. All right, get ready. Dude, he's literally landing on me. This is crazy. All right, I think I can do this. Here we go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. And we're decloaking. Come on, get him, get him, get him. Oh my god, I got him. Oh my god, no way. No way. No way. Please don't have a stab. 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 Oh my god, I can't believe that worked. That was so easy. What the f... Oh no, he had a stab. Oh no. He had a stab. No. Oh, dude, I had that. He was so dead too. He was so dead. Yo, there's an Iteron in J space here. What the? Where's he? Oh god, where's he at? Oh dude, is he coming? Is he using it as a highway? Oh shoot. He didn't see the Loki somehow. That's crazy talk. See if he's stabbed or not. Hopefully not. Alright, he's dead. That was neat. Alright, I'm gonna reset a little bit and try to get safe because we're a little vulnerable right here. We have some polarity and whatnot, so let's just reset. Hey, we got a kill. Wasn't a pretty one, but hey, we'll take it. I'm assuming he just brought a bunch of loot back and that's why he's happy. But the idea is, like, I couldn't have killed him going that way. So, we'll take it, we'll take it. Have a probe here. Fritz von Karf. What's his name? This guy. And we got a Helios now. Like that. Universal Frog. Combat scans. Anethema. Launch the probes. Land here, that's weird. Is that a mistake? I wonder if he worked at 100 or 0. Either way, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna work there with 2 ships. Okay, let's do it.
was like instantaneous. Dude warped to the sun and was like just cooked. Just super cooked. There he is. Burning back. Oh, he micros immediately. Okay, that's respectable. Oh, what's that dude doing? Oh, wow. Oh my god, what the f is he doing out there? How the hell is he out there? Dude, what? Did you see that? You got a workhorse down? That's not. So I think he closed the client when he died there. I think he warped off. Trying to get his pod here. Okay, so since I live in a class 2 with a high and a 1 for statics, usually between the 1 and the high I can get a pretty decent angle on a trade hub, right? So today I managed to go through the 1 and I'm pretty close to a Mars. So I'm gonna bring the whole strategic cruiser lineup. I'm gonna bring them to a Mars. But I'm gonna check every wormhole along the way, and if I see anybody ratting, maybe I'll try to just pop them right on the spot, right? So we're just gonna do a little trail of pain here, and see if we can possibly just get lucky. I'm not gonna do this for long. I just really kind of have the urge to do a little march here. So yeah, let's see what I can get going here. Okay, that's surreal. Wait a second. A Praxis just jumped in. What was that? What the hell? Oh no. Oh no. I just got trapped here with this Praxis. Can I kill the Praxis at least? That's crazy. Let's see if I can kill the Praxis. Maybe he'll die? That's crazy. I can't believe it. Yeah, MJD'd. Ugh, maybe I can get there. Probably not though. This is insane. There's no way. Okay, he went to the Poco. Probably at 100, right? He probably went at 100. Let's see where he lands. There's a Proteus. Tons of Praxis. That's so wild. Alright, well, let's see what I can get up to here. Maybe I can scan my way out. I'm not really sure what's going on, but let's go to that Astra House. That was exciting. If any of my other ships would have gone in, I bet I would have blitzed that guy. Like my Proteus. Anybody stops the MJD. That's so funny. I love it. Also, a Proteus is kind of like food to us if he screws up. And he's running blasters, of course. What's going on here? Core absent, anchoring, 7 hours. What the f... Interesting. You guys got something going on here? That's ridiculous. I wonder if I could cheat, slip other stuff in and make content out of this. Like get them, like try to kill them or something. It's so many Praxis, but like I don't think they kill me, man. It's possible. All right, let's see. Are they here? They are. Okay. So he's got a force field. Who are you people? I feel like I go in here and I go scan some stuff down, take a look. It's this one guy's alts. It's awesome. Lashak Burst. These are farmers, bro. Oh, dude, I'm about to move in here, yo. I'm about to move into this place. This looks like such goodness. This dude just lost to Varga. I mean, these guys fight, but they lose mad ships. I bet I can pick one off if I'm patient and I bring my ships in here. Dude, I should do a deployment here. I kind of am getting a vibe that this might all be one person. One or two people. This kind of gives me like a... Yeah, this gives me the vibe of like, this is his and then this is his. Right? See how there's a Proteus and a Loki? I think these are like his and they're his. So... I'm not really getting the sense that these guys are super strong. So maybe I just shouldn't worry about it then. Just go to the safe spot, scan down the segs, try to get my guys in here. So somebody just arrived in a metamorphosis. Not sure what they're up to. But I'm trying to scan down these wormholes. Yeah, so the play now would be to go to the high sec hole and go through it and see who's on the other side in local, note them down, see if they're in this alliance, see if they have eyes on me. Wait for polarity. There's a neat little trick you can do. By cloaking as soon as you go through, you can just use your stabilization timer to your cloak stability as a little quasi timer. When it's under 10 minutes, your polarity's gone, right? So we're going to try that real quick. We're going to try to go through. The only thing I don't want to happen is for them to try to roll it while I'm sitting on polarity, right? If they do that, I may just bail on the whole thing because well played to them. That's really dangerous for me. So I'm gonna go through. And I'm not going to come right back through. I'm going to relax. I'm going to chill. I'm not going to fall prey to my own stuff. So boop, let's go through. Just like that. So, yes, look. Can I get in? I got in. Look, you can't stop me. Look, I got in. You can't stop me. They literally tried to do it. They're pretty good, dude. They're pretty good. Did you see that? They just tried to nail me out, but they're too slow. These guys actually wanted to grab me. And I actually had the balls to go back in. This is awesome. I'm just assuming it would be a bad idea to engage this, but it's tempting to want to try it. This is interesting stuff. Very cool part of J-Space. What's fascinating to me is I could just go to the safe spot right now and scan the new thing down and just watch them get ready and do the same thing. They don't seem to have the bubble and the decloak, right? Look, they're already scanning down the new one. This is fascinating. All right, so I know how to beat this. I can't stop them from closing it over and over again. But what I can do is I can just come back later, right? Okay, so this wormhole that we got kind of trapped in and then decided to camp in, the Astra House finished anchoring and there are no more praxis in that starbase, but I suspect that means they just moved them into the Astra House. And I feel like there's still a pretty good chance here of catching somebody in this system, potentially farming the class 3. So what I've done is I've pulled all of my strategic cruisers from Amar to this system, and we are about to jump them in. And what we're going to do is we're going to post all of our strategic cruisers in a safe spot and see if we can kill one of these praxis. Pretty cool. So this is a pretty scary lineup, I'm not gonna lie. Like, just the idea, Loki, Tengu, Proteus, Legion. it could do anything. It could be any type of tank, any type of strategy. It's a very scary pack of ships to see out here. So yeah, I'm going to park everybody at a safe spot, and then we're going to come back during prime time and see if we can catch them farming. So I've been camping this system for weeks now, it seems. And I haven't really got a good opportunity to attack somebody. There's been plenty of activity, but they do use marauders. And they do tend to play in decent sized groups, so a little bit, I guess disappointed would be the word that I wasn't able to get a piece of this, but we might have to move on, sadly. I kind of thought it would be neat to camp here for a while and attack these folk, but still a chance. I'll hang out here for the rest of the day and I'll keep an eye on them. And if I see anybody farming it out, I think I'll make a move. The thing I noticed is they clear the anomalies from this instantaneously. Oh my, okay, here it is. Holy shit. Alright, hold on, let's do this. We saw a Praxis like in the middle here. You saw that? That was crazy. I don't know where that was. It's like over here or something? Or it's over here? That was crazy. We gotta find that Praxis. Got my heart rate going. I almost gave up on this. Where was that Praxis? Did you see that? Oh, it's going in and out of a wormhole. Oh, so I have to find that wormhole and find that Praxis and kill it on the wormhole. Okay. I can do that. I can do that for sure. Let's get some D-scans going. So we'll put the Proteus at the sun. Put the Legion over here, I suppose. He's gonna do it again. Look. This is interesting. I might be able to get this guy. Alright. Get a perch here. Get everybody here. Assume he's actually doing this. Yeah, oh my god, he's totally doing it. Oh, it's hard though. It's difficult. It's difficult though. He's having trouble. He's gonna be outside here, isn't he? No, he's not. Let me find out if any of these guys scram. Patrollers, outlier. Oh, there's an outguard. I see. Newts. There's no scrams here though, so I could just warp my dudes off if they get low. But that's a lot of damage, technically. I like how he's staying here now that I'm kind of like set up. It's interesting. I say I go for it. We might just combat scan him and just warp the crew to him. It's a Talican, that's funny. Alright, he warped off again. So yeah, he's going here. I think we could probably do it. We just want him to kill like the battleship or something. Oh, this is the next trigger, the patroller. I mean, we can watch him actually for a while. We don't have to actually make a move, but I think we can just kill him, to be honest with you. These things do a fair amount of damage, but not that much. We should be able to just eradicate him. we think he's doing?
I think we just go for it. Why not? There's 372, 384. Let's warp you within 20. Yeah, let's do it. We'll warp you within 20. Warp you within 30. Warp you within... Ooh, a little laggy there. You can go in here at 70. Cool. Now we're just going to approach. We're going to orbit at 20. We're going to get everything preset. Orbit at 2K. We're going to orbit here. And we just kind of let the pieces fly where they do, right? So the first thing to uncloak is the Legion. So here we go. Legion's going first. Then we're gonna go second. And third. And fourth. Locking up. Locking up. And since we're already like good to go, we don't have to really do a whole lot here. This guy should just get erased. And he should be jammed out. And should just die pretty quickly. It's funny how low he was already. Holy crap, dude. Talk about assassinated. Holy crap, dude. Yo, that was... What the... Dude, we just... Yo, I can't believe that. What the fuck? Dude, like a fucking specter in the night, we unload. How? What the? Let's get safe. That was funny. Here, we'll look at the kill. I don't expect it to be worth much. Oh my god. They're gonna be so bugged out by that? Would you not feel violated if that just happened to you? Oh, dude, I feel such relief that this is just as cool as I thought it was. Where's that kill, man? What the fuck? Dude, just silently assassinated in like 20 seconds from 4 different strategic cruisers. Jammed out, nuded out. Dude, that was most excellent. Alright, I gotta do it again. Alright, we're gonna leave these guys alone. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna send a mail back to the guy so I can live that fantasy here. So I actually got a mail from somebody in this system. It said, a lagger boy says you can leave if you want. So this was quite literally like 2 weeks ago. I've been sitting here ever since waiting for a praxis kill. Now that I've got it, I'm going to say, oh, thank you. I'll see myself out. Have a wonderful day and good luck with the new system. So if you don't understand what's happening here, this is the same system you just saw me get trapped in not that long ago. I mean, it's been a long time for me, but in the series, it's not going to be that long from now. Where you just saw me get trapped in here. And I just waited and waited and waited and logged on and waited and logged on and waited. I saw some stuff I couldn't kill, I saw some stuff I didn't want to kill. And I was about to give up today. And as I'm giving up, there's a lone praxis just ratting with like low hull. And I just assassinate him. And then I reply to the mail instructing me I can leave. Oh man, it was just... Dude, today's a good day. Alright, I'm gonna go watch the Astro House now. I mean, I could get out right now, but this is kind of fun. I just enjoy the vibes of what just happened here. I am truly the boogeyman.
That's some like patience completely maxed out right there. Alright, so it's the next day and I spotted a male. I'm dying to know what this person said. I'm not sure he noticed that I killed one of his friends in the hole. Good sport. I like it. I was hoping that they would notice I killed that Praxis. Oh well, that was still fun. I like that they're a good sport too. Good stuff.
Okay, so I just randomly warped here, the first wormhole, and there's a rattlesnake. What is happening? If he jumps in there, I'm gonna full send it. There's just no way he jumps, right? Oh my god. What is that? There's an alligator. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna get decloaked. Look how close I am to getting decloaked. Oh my god. Is he warping off? Just decloaked. The whole crew. I screwed up. Screwed up. Maybe there's a chance he didn't notice. I highly doubt it. Oh, he definitely saw. I wonder what they're gonna do about that. I'm still gonna full send it if he goes in. There's no way this works. I'm so confused by what I'm seeing here. I can't believe I decloaked. That would have been the perfect ambush. Oh god, I want this rattle to go through so badly. I just want to full send it and see what happens. Oh my god, he went. No fucking shot. I'm just gonna do it. Screw it. I'm just gonna see what happens. Alright, so we got this guy going. Let's see if we can tank him. Oh, we have a Drake here as well. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if I actually can kill her. I don't know. Can't believe it. Definitely need to overheat here. I need to jam out the rattlesnake. Right? That's how this works. You really need that Loki, dude. Maybe I should kill the Drake first. Oh boy. Alright, so the rattle is jamming me. I'm gonna have to jump my Tengu out. I wonder if I can kill this Drake in time. It's not looking good. Barely got that fucker out. Barely got that fucker out. This is crazy, dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need to leave. I'm gonna stay on him with the Loki, see if I can do it. So cool. Alright, so now I'm just gonna shoot the Drake and see if these dudes can even hit me. If they can, I'll just warp off. Pretty cool. I'm not actually sure they can hit me. It's kind of cool, actually. Oh, yeah, they can hit me. They can hit me. What a crazy fight. Alright, I'm gonna jet set before I get clapped up. Dude, that was crazy. Was my polarization done? I can come back in with these guys. The polarization here is done. So as long as I'm not a clown about it, I should be good. Holy crap, that was insane, and I didn't lose any ships, but I really should have. I just couldn't deal with that damage, dude. I just could not deal with it. If I just had the lone rattle, or maybe the Drake and the rattle, I think I could have done it. But damn, I just couldn't handle that damage, man. Yikes. It also would take such a long time to go through that tank. I'm interested in staying here and seeing if they make a mistake, though, you know? Maybe one of them stays and the others go? I don't know. God, that was so much fun. What the hell? I'm managing 4 ships. That was a 4v3, and I just couldn't quite make it happen. They're just too tanky, but that was still so much fun. I'm also like right in the middle of them right now. It's kind of fun. I'm manually piloting here a little bit. Okay. What's their plan? Is this their Astra house? Oh, this is a free port. I see. Didn't even notice. Alright, when he's done with this site, if he leaves one behind, I'll grab him. Otherwise, I don't think I can take him. I don't think I can take it. The jams are not that effective against the rattles. I'll watch him for a while. You think I could steal his geckos? If I spook them? It's almost more tempting to shoot his geckos. Honestly, that's kind of funny. Should I shoot his geckos? I think with the web I can do it. How much health do they have? Oh my god, yeah, I'm shooting the geckos. This will be perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot his geckos. This is gonna be too funny. What is their sig radius? Oh, it's small, bro. I'm gonna have to load some jabs in there. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Why not? This will be freaking hilarious. I'm literally gonna kill this man's geckos, and I'm not sure he can stop me. Look, I'm shooting it. There's the other one over there. Look, it's half shield. This is excellent. The goal is to hopefully get him to leave. Right? That would be excellent. Yeah, I should put my drones on the thing too. Stop wasting heat. Stop before we burn ourselves out. Look, the gecko's about to die. That's so funny. He's literally gonna lose his gecko. That's awesome. I killed a gecko, yo. That's insane. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. Dude, no way is this guy back. No way is he back. Bro, what are you doing? Oh, he's coming back for sure. He's got an alligator this time. That's exciting. Thought I was done with this guy. Guess not. There's the rattle, there's the drake, there's the alligator. I wonder if I could pile through. Grab somebody with the Loki real quick. Before he F's off. Okay, he jumped. I wonder if that rattlesnake is there. Oh, are they closing it? Oh. If that rattle jumps, let me do it. Or sorry, if that alligator jumps, let me just pile on that rattlesnake. Oh, the other rattlesnake's back. Shoot. I think they're closing it. Fair enough. Fair play. Maybe they'll get trapped and make a mistake. This is... yeah, look, he's warping back. This is fascinating. Did the Drake just come back through? Whoa. Drake is polarized both ways now. It's tempting to blitz the Drake and see if I can get away with it. Nah, they have so much damage, I'll die. There's the Drake. Where you headed, bud? Rattle jumped? Okay. Wait a second. If the other rattle jumps, I'm going for the Drake right now. Come on, other rattle, jump. Jump, other rattle. And they're gonna go one by one, shrink it. It's interesting. There's that guy. Come on, rattle jump. Yes, the rattle jumped. The rattle jumped. I think we've done it. We managed Polarity. He can't go through. He's double tapped. Or he's getting back up, but it's way too late. Way too late. comes the rattles. Here comes the rattles. Gotta be hella careful. We're gonna have to jam the rattles. I think we're gonna get this alligator. This is unbelievable. Can we get more? I just warped off. Holy crap. Alright, I'm not sure we're gonna get this, dude. I'm gonna be honest. No worries. But it sure would be great if we could. Polarized, shoot. Let's see if I can sneak in there. If they both hit my Legion, I mean, I'll probably be fine. Not sure they're getting through that. But it's gonna take a Christmas miracle to beat this dude. Oop, we're getting creamed here. We need to overheat. We need to drink our boosters. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Jump, 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 jump. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Oof. Alright, we're gonna have to dip. Whoa. Cutting it close. Holy sh**, what is happening? That was a crazy fight, and I'm cutting it so close on these dude, this is insanity. What is even happening to me? This is nuts. What the fuck? Dude, what? Do I go back in there? Oh my god, look at that. Going back in. That was so crazy. Dude, are there any geckos out? No. Oh my god, that was so nuts. Do we have any polarity? No, we don't. Dude. I need to loot that, holy shit. Dangerous to loot this. So when he pops out, I could be in big trouble.
Drive active.
234. Do you see it? 240 mil? Dude, what did I just kill? Alright, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Drive active.
What is happening? I don't give a shit about my drones. Dude, what did I just kill? What was this man wearing? Yo, he legit had bling. Oh. That was incredibly satisfying.
Drive active. Drive active.
Okay, Capsuleers, we did it. We lugged an Orca around New Eden, built every strategic cruiser that there is to build, moved back into Anoikis, used our new strategic cruisers in battle, and gained some valuable experience along the way. This adventure did differ from previous ones, as promised at the start. However, I didn't really know how it was going to go down. I had originally anticipated the travel aspect to be significantly more challenging than it was, but as it goes, we've gotten pretty good at that bit. Although we still have a long way to go with the PvP side of things, it's starting to feel more and more like we've finally gotten control over our nerves, and that's exciting because it opens up a world of possibilities that were off limits to us before, including nabbing an alligator worth over 1.4 billion ISK, which by the way was our largest kill mail that we've ever scored in this series. I am most proud of our performance. In total, we fragged 41 ships and pods for a total of over 4 billion ISK killed. To say we blew previous episodes out of the water would be an understatement. We've finally graduated to a position where we don't find killing the explorers as fun anymore, and that's a good thing. Not to mention, we don't really seem to lose ships like we used to. So, again, a good thing. At this point, a reasonable Capsuleer might be asking themselves, what's next for the Jolly Ranchers? Well, you see... Hey, wait a second, is that a new wormhole over there?